Hi. So I just quickly pulled these cards to get the title, and I'm looking at them like, wow, I can tell this is going to be intense. So let's just check. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so this sound is working. God. This is one of these astrology don't play moments. Do you know what I mean? Like the sun goes into Aquarius tomorrow, and it's not so much the sun, although that's in the mix too, because you see, to me, when the sun moves into a sign for a month, the spotlight, well, that's the way that I explain it. The spotlight is on that energy. And Aquarius is shock, surprise, expect unexpected, awakening, things happening quick, like a bolt of lightning. And specifically with twin flames and karmic relations and everything, karmic relationships, I channeled this ages ago, but I remember for Aquarius season, because it's building up to the Neptune Saturn conjunction in Aries, because like that's a week today. Like Neptune moves into Aries a week today, and then Saturn is on the 30th of February. Like and trust me, I just filmed the shorts up until Monday, and that snake card, which I'm not shitting you, has come out for this as well. That came out so many times, like so many times. Considering I was only filming 7 short, like, and I think I filmed 8 because I've done an extra one. That came out a lot. So it's like I keep saying, like, because we're in the last of the year of the snake, which is just shy of a month left because it's the 17th of February, we go into year of the horse. Like, snakes in the grass are being revealed if they haven't already. And it was definitely of the romantic nature. So although it can be friends, family, work, anyone really, that felt like the breakdown of, I don't know, well, karmics, it felt shady as fuck anyway. But um so just as well, I am having my weekend back tomorrow and Wednesday because I've got my wee doggy pal tomorrow and Wednesday. Although I've not got her for long tomorrow, but I just decided I would basically I thought I got quite a lot of work done, just around the house and that, but I kept quite busy over the weekend, so I'm gonna rest because we're going to a Pisces moon as well. So the only sessions available this week are Thursday definitely, but I opened up it's Friday I meant there, but because that goes in Aries moon. But I've opened up Thursday too. Yeah, so anyway, you can look yourself. Oh yeah, and like I said in the post, I'm being very Capricorn right now because Capricorn is business and money and success and goals, and we're still in the new moon in Capricorn, so it's not too late. Although the moon's in Aquarius, this is an excellent time. Like, take the time, either today, tomorrow, definitely this week, to set your long-term goals for the whole of this year. Um, because that's the new moon in Capricorn is a great one for that. Like, because it's about commitment, like committing to a goal. But also, I had said that towards the end of last year that I would be doing a price increase on not everything, but a few of the things. So, there's your warning. I was actually just going to do it like late last night. I was just going to do it, but I never got around to it. So I'll just say to people now, but I'd imagine I might even do that like right towards the end of the week when the moon goes in Aries. So yeah, for anyone that's kind of been swaying on that a little bit, like uh, there's your warning. And because I've had my prices have been the same for years on end, quite a lot of them. So it is definitely time. Because like I said, I'm forever continuously, like I'm always, you know, I was a geek like that when I was in other workplaces, like for, the continuous professional development kind of thing. And I'm still like that now. And the last thing I was on something about pricing, it was if you can't raise your prices by 15%, you've not even got a business. It's quite hard, but I mean, it's quite true. You know what I mean? It's like, especially if you're good at your crafts, you've been doing it a long time, you haven't put them up for a while. You've got to be serious about things because you naturally put people off by keeping things at certain prices. Because people have said that to me before for how much change comes about in someone's life and how long I spend with people. You know what I mean? A lot of people charge way more, so it won't be that much, but it will be an increase. So, um, right. So, well, actually, it will be 15%. Yeah, some of them will be, but it won't be like, on everything. Anyway, so how I got the title High Priest releasing the snakes, reclaiming their energy, and I've spelled there wrong, that's annoying. Releasing blocks and addictions for true love. It just came out my fingertips really quickly because I pulled release, raise, and reclaim, reprogram your soul, followed by clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. So someone's been clearing their energies, reprogramming their subconscious. The song that was on just before it changed was I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight. And because they got rid of MTV and all of that, we've worked out before it's the same playlist. I don't think it is the same. I'll know because if like, yeah, it's weird. It feels like the Truman Show. I'm like, is that all we've got now? Am I just going to be forever watching the same freaking playlist for the money? So personal empowerment, yeah. A high priest is coming into personal empowerment. So as like with everything, whenever I'm channeling this, it's always like the divine masculine's a man, the divine feminine's a woman. It's just the way it comes through when I'm channeling. Use your own discernment for your own situation, whether it's same sex or whether the male and the female are swapped about roles. But even more so with this, because we've got high priest, I do feel this is a divine masculine man. A high priest is freeing themselves from the snake. Seriously, this is what came out. Competition and enemy, the other women look over your shoulder. But what if, so the specific wording could be, well, specific there, but I feel this is about like the divine masculine freeing themselves from codependent addictions, toxic relationships, toxic love, really. So either someone's clearing their energy from the trauma of this in the past or freeing their energy from it quite literally, like, you know, this year kind of thing. And then we've got addiction as well, codependent, obsessed and restraint, possession and control, emotional blocks. So, you know, there's a lot about release, clear energy blocks, and that is emotional block. So it's basically that kind of thing where if you are resonating like being a male and you feel you've been drawn into situations like this, you're not alone. There's loads of guys that have been led into things like this of all different ages. But it's kind of like it's releasing yourself from codependent connections and toxic connections, because looking at pictures missing you nostalgia, make new memories, because you can't stop thinking about a twin flame from the past. Nostalgia's coming back, past life memories. And then we've got date, get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. So this is different, like it's going to be so different for everyone, but for some people it's like you're clearing energy, like I said, trauma, things from the past of toxic females, and change, like I said, change male and female where you want, but just to help me focus, that's what we're going with. And like if you hadn't already realized, like realizing that you were attracted to snakes and codependent connections and needing to sleep with one eye open because you were in a like settling in a lower timeline and a lower energy, so therefore you attract people that aren't the most of, you know, that aren't of integrity. And then I think with this date card, it's like that's for people that you've already went through something, you're healing yourself, and now this is like wanting to come forward to someone that you can't get off your mind. But for other people, what does that say? Release the inner critic. Silence the inner critic. Speak to yourself with kindness and watch your confidence soar. So that's relevant for someone too. But for other people, it's that like you're thinking about someone from the past and you're hoping that at some point you can move on and date the person that you can't stop thinking about. It's different for different people. But also, see, because someone's pouring a glass of wine and then it's addiction, someone could be in recovery from like an alcohol addiction or stronger. It might be like the other day actually, where it was so crystal clear that actually, like, you know, the love connection had kept somebody in that kind of energy, like a toxic partying, drinking. So anyway, there's loads of ways this could go that I don't even know what to hold up for the thing, to be honest. I think this and this. Hopefully someone comes on because this is quite early for people, but it's about Love Island, guys. But more than Love Island, it's about the fact that usually I can often be going to sleep when Love Island's coming on. Hello, Tani, how are you doing? I am good. What time is it there? Is it midnight something, 2 in the morning? So we need the snake in it because I just can't believe how much that came up in the shorts. Um, oh, Julie has just come on, Shakin' Stevens. I don't even know how that goes. Um, if there's a Julie involved in here, then that's just extra hilarious. But I am doing mediumship Monday after this, so it might be that maybe there's a Julie in the spirit world for somebody. I don't know. Right, a snake addiction. Somebody's clearing. I think we'll leave date off the table, but we'll. Let's see. And I'd said this in the show. Oh right, it's 4:24. Oh, so this is about the same time as the other day then. 4:24. Is this like have you been to sleep and this is you getting up? Or is that you not been to sleep yet? So the thing is, right, it's crazy. This energy's coming out. This dance is hilarious. This energy's coming out about like the snake and all of that because when the sun moves into Aquarius tomorrow, but not even like it's now as well. Like Venus is conjunct Pluto. So in the shorts, I said at one point the moon, like I mean, the moon actually, physical music matters will still be in Aquarius tomorrow, but it's later on, later degrees. But Venus and Pluto are like hanging out together right now, and then the sun will join them. So there's a big, massive spotlight, as far as I'm concerned, on toxic relationships. I'm not a biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of the word toxic, right? But when they make me say toxic so much, it's because it is toxic. But Scorpio is my favorite sign, but Pluto rules Scorpio. And for those of you who don't know that, I have Pluto in Scorpio. I mean, if you don't know that, you're new, basically, because everyone could say it word for word along with me. But my Pluto is retrograde 0 degrees Scorpio, and like I always say, I've literally never met anybody else with that degree. I've met people with Pluto and Scorpio, but I've not met anyone with that exact degree because it is like holding a key to the underworld. And like I said, I open the door, I go in and scoop people up, and then we get the fuck out of there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's like that card I pulled the other day, Persephone, or I can never say that, Persephone, but and also it's very like me because I go in for the winter and then I don't feel like I wake up really till summer, never mind for spring. But that's spring's my birthday. But yeah, I really do feel um, but basically, what I'm trying to say here is I love Scorpio energy. I love Pluto energy. I love Pluto and Scorpio. I love everything, like digging deep and everything. And it's funny, anybody that I actually, not anybody, but I've noticed quite a few people I enjoy watching online whenever they have Pluto and Scorpio as well, whether it's like, usually if it's like tarot or something like they're always fucking totally on point because it's like we get straight to the fucking truth. Do you know what I mean? But like and we pick up on the dark stuff and that. Like you don't always, it's not like you want to. Like this gets draining picking up on stuff like this, but I am good at it. Because I can spot things other people don't. Like I've done that my whole life. Like whether it's adults, people the same age, when I've been a kid, I can always spot. Like even I remember even being at school being like, they're not their friends, they're using them. Or they don't really like them romantically, they're using them, they're gonna fucking chuck them aside when they get another toy boy or toy girl. You know what I mean? That's just I'm good at it. What can I say? So they use it in this way on here. So let's go. So, um, right. I want to stick with this deck because I forgot about it. Remember, I got guided to get it. And then I loved it when I got it, and then it was lost in a sea of cards, and I found it again. Oh my god, they're pulling me to these ones. I think we do need it for because that went on about quite a lot of the past stuff. Here, I'm going to read this before I get on with this. So, haven't been to sleep. Oh my god, I thought that I wouldn't have a clue about my astrology. Well, you do have a little bit of a clue because I've had a sneaky peek when we've been in sessions. But maybe you want to at some point think about treating yourself to my psychic astrology empowerment. That is a bigger investment, but it is life changing. Anyone that's ever had that has loved it. And anyone that has had that, I can do shorter versions of that if you've had it, and we can just look at what's going on with your transits and stuff. Um, right. I was going to put. this in here. So if there's any members, Tani, you've already had yours other day, but if there's any other members that haven't had their cards, then let me know, and I can do that probably towards the end of this. Here's what's it doing? Oh, that is annoying. What have I done, man? I've like mixed it all up. Right, let's do it again. So that, does that all fit? Why is that going above that? Oh my god, this is going to do my tits in if I can't. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, if this doesn't work the second time round, fuck this because I can't be arsed, but oh, it's too many. Oh, have I copied it twice? That would get. Right, join us in the membership. Let's put that at the top. And then, where's it just disappeared to? My god. Fuck off. Sorry. Third time lucky. I think there's too many words. I'll take the word button out because it's obvious with the wee symbol. Take the word thank you out. You know that I'm grateful. Hopefully it fits now. My birthday next Monday, and I'm praying my family come through for a message. Whoa, your birthday is on the Neptune and Aries day? Wow, that's pretty huge. Don't think I noticed that before when I was looking at your chart. Right, okay, we've got some emojis we need to take out. This is serious business. And now I can't find it. Oh my god, I'm going to fucking crack up. I've lost it again. Do you know what I'm taking? No, that's kind of important, the breakdown of the money. Why does it keeps fucking frustration. I know I said I was going to give up, but I'm a little fuck. I'm a little determined little. I'm a little fucker. I'm a determined little fucker. So I'm going to. Oh, do you know what? Fuck the membership. Sorry, not fuck the membership, but if you want to join the membership, just use the button in all the other posts. I can't fit it in. Fuck the membership. Right. So, right. So, if anyone wants a 15-minute one-to-one, either on this or on the next one, I will do that. Probably more than likely on the next live stream or at the end of this. If anyone is a member already, I will do your cards at the end of this or on the next one, or whenever you catch me if you're watching this on replay. Right. Yeah, that'll do. Right. The goal is something that we rarely meet, but doesn't mean that we don't keep putting it in because you never know. I'm not putting in specific words because it doesn't like them. I'll use emojis. If we reach the goal. Yeah, there we go. Right, so let's crack on with this. So yeah, if you are new here or if you're here all the time, I'm doing Mediumship Monday after this. I don't know how long I'll be doing it for, to be honest, because it'll just depend how much energy I've got and all that. I've actually already filmed. In fact, I'm going to schedule that. I've actually already filmed one. It's only 10 minutes, so I think I might just. Sorry, I can't stop thinking I look like Mary Poppins here. You know, like how I had the hair up and like Do you know what I mean? Like, so many people were like, not, well, yeah, it did seem like quite a lot of people were like saying I suited that. And then I liked it better with the bits, so it felt better because I liked the things out my face, but I think I did suit it better with the bits down. But yeah, it was funny when I took it out today because I just kept going to the bath and it's because it's like me chucking my hair on top of the head. I just kept going to the bath and fucking leaving that like that. And it was crazy, like even like last night when I didn't have the silver bonnet thing on, I actually woke up and it still looked all right today. So that's quite handy to know. Like, see if you were away somewhere or that. Like, I know what my go-to hairstyle is going to be. But yeah, I'm just going to publish that now. But let's hope people don't watch that instead of watching me live. Um, I suppose they could though. It's only 10 minutes. But don't you go anywhere today. Um, but yeah. So if this is for you, let's get some identifying cards so that when I do this, so yeah, just to if I didn't make that clear, the next live stream I do, which will have Mediumship Monday in the title, that is the Mediumship Monday. This is Aquarius, and the if I've been saying the fourth house at any point, I don't think I had. It's just because my Aquarius is there. But Aquarius is the 11th house of the internet, friendship, which I hadn't even realised this, right? But that's funny because the land of make believe just came on when I'm saying this, and it's also the house of making a wish. I didn't piece together that, right? But the snake keeps coming out, and there is an element of because it's got the snake, the other woman, competition, the enemy, that can indicate that this could be somebody that you know or something. You know what I mean? Because it's I suppose you can have enemies. People can be an enemy that you don't know and stuff. I don't know. There is an element of that going on, like snake. Usually when it's like a snake in the grass, it's like somebody and then they reveal themselves. But it doesn't need to be that for everyone. But the reason why I'm saying that is because sorry, my eye's really itchy. But when I itch my eye like that, it's because someone can now see what they couldn't see before. But also just because it's itchy, guys. But yeah, the 11th house Aquarius energy is friendship. So that's why I'm saying just, that's going to be relevant to some people because 11th house Aquarius is friendship. This could again be, maybe that's why the last one I done, I mean, I've not watched them back. I don't know if I'm going to do the same and just not get in the habit and not watching them back again because I used to quite like watching them back, when I found the time, but I just can't be bothered now. Do you know what I mean? I'm not wanting to in my free time be watching myself back on here, but it does make sense to clip it, but I just can't be fucking arse. But I do remember what it was all about, and it seemed to be that like a shady friend. So you see, that is because we're coming into Aquarius season. So this I think might be even more like that because it's for Aquarius. So we'll just see though. But just with that coming out again for the title, we'll just see how it fits in. Right. So for this is I'm going to channel it like it's for two people, but this is for a group of people, and it can't make sense for everyone. And something tells me I'm not going to say something tells me you wouldn't want it to, because I feel everybody's had a rough ride in the twin flame journey either way, whether it was ages ago or whether this is recent or going on now. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we'll just see. So oh no, God, I'm like saying oh no, but that's weird because I put that on yesterday. Right, I'm saying oh no because I sing this song all the time. The empty room, but it always reminds me of Empty Space, James Arthur. So I do sing that fairly regularly because it is one of my favourites, but it comes up quite a lot. It's just always relevant. But I don't see you. You're not in every single thing I do. You are not the missing piece, and I don't think we're meant to be. Probably lying to myself. I always lose it because I forget the word, but it's like, lying to myself again, looking for love in a stranger's bed. Because only you can fill this empty space. So whether it's like, lying in a stranger's bed or lying in a bed with somebody and you feel like strangers and it's not who you want to be, but it's the snake and whoever that is, whoever this is for. Or yeah, the empty room, that kind of feels like someone's in hermit mode. I usually start with feminine though, so maybe you're a feminine male or female that is in hermit mode. But this feels like the masculine's feeling, so let's just crack on with it. So yes, I know some snakes that have done me wrong, that's for sure. Yep, me too. I'm sure we all do. Unfortunately. I think I'm so fucking good at this. But like I said, life would be boring if you always saw what was coming. But I can see, I've said this before, I say it fairly regularly. I do as it goes. I can see a wee bit more than your average high priestess, I feel, with my Pluto and Scorpio 0 degrees. Doesn't mean I see everything coming, but I see a lot more than what you might think I do. And I won't always let it on, but because there's people that watch me that I don't want to fucking know what I'm thinking and feeling all the time, to be honest. But yes, maybe it's because right, all these are just words as well, but it means something. Maybe it's because I'm a seer as well, and not everybody is a seer and a psychic. You know, like I said, there's loads of fucking psychic people out there. How many times? Now I've got a deck where it says I got a tarot reading on you. With me going on about this, because if you're new, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning you're going to feel the healing if you're open to it. You're going to get the clearing. Clearing was in the title, but also the channeling bit. Everything I'm talking about here is going to be relevant to this. This could be picking up on people if you've got like a reading from a psychic or a medium or something, and they've put you off the scent or something. They've sent you in the wrong direction. Because I wasn't having a dream yesterday, but I was remembering something that was said to me when I was like 19 or 20. And it was actually about who my twin flame is. But I've spotted very early on, like the bits and bobs in it, because he used to come up in my cards all the time. I mean, now I know why, but like, and I would always clock it, and I'm like, that's quite funny. It's like what I came to the conclusion of: people that aren't on the twin flame journey, they can't read the twin flame journey right. They might be great psychics and mediums for other people, but they can't read the journey right. Anyway, that might come into this because there are dark high priestesses that if you know that's why you shouldn't just think, oh, just because someone's psychic they're genuine or they're going to get, no, it could be there to fucking throw you off the scent. It's like the days of Atlantis, you know what I mean? There was dark and light, and it's like every profession. Anyway, so why am I saying that? That feels relevant. Um, yes, I think you know more about me that you just don't say. I can feel it. Yeah, unfortunately, that is my Pluto and Scorpio. I can always feel, yeah. But that's a good counselor when you don't say, you know, because what I always remember is, although you can't hurry love's just come on as well. Um, although I might feel things that people aren't saying, and when I'm doing a session with someone, I always like to stress it is not therapy unless you've signed up for therapy and coaching. My therapy and coaching isn't separate now. Unless you do that with me regularly, then it's not therapy. So I don't. It's not a therapeutic process that I'm in, but obviously it is a a healing thing that I'm supporting. Um, you let the person come to the conclusion themselves, you know what I mean? So it's like, say for instance, if because you said that, if I was you, I would wait until you tell me something. But yeah, do I feel it before you tell me? 9 times out of 10, yeah. It's because if you know what Pluto is, and you know, like I said, Pluto rules Scorpio at 0 degrees, I can feel a lot. That's why I feel the collective energy so strongly as well. It's right, okay, so could you tell us, this is going to identify the divine feminine energy, male or female, and the masculine feminine side. I'm sorry, I didn't reply to you there. Thank you, wherever you said that your hair looks beautiful. But I've actually not got anything on my hair because I'm going to dye it in a couple of days. So you're not meant to have anything on it. So that means a little extra to me. Thank you. Because, but then I was thinking too when I was drying it, I was like, see, when I was younger, I never used to put in it. Maybe a push serum, like I love the smell of the Paul Mitchell. Paul could be a relevant name here, but like or Mitchell, but the serum, I love the smell of that. But yeah, I never used to use all of that shit, and people used to say that hair was nice. It's just it seems to be, especially curly hair routines. Holy shit! Have you seen how much things they tell you have to do? And I fucking got pulled in and bought all the crap. But I mean, it's like my hair doesn't look too different. Like it looks in good condition. And it's, you know what I mean? But whatever. Spent a small fortune on all the shit. Look how long my hair's got again. It's crazy, isn't it? I just got it cut not long ago and it's already long. We put the sleep rollers in soon. Right, so um yes, that is my next investment. Oh, the astrology. Oh yeah, I love doing them. Yeah, more people need to book them. I love doing that. I think I got all the other comments. If you're new, then buckle up, Buttercup. If you don't want your brain red, then get out. Because Clarisac, it's it's God whispering in my ear. That's what it is. So true. You're the best counselor because you help me speak if I'm stuck. Thank you. I have to do my hair so bad. It's grown so fast. Yeah, it's great. My hair grows so fast. Right. So this is tied in. Oh my God, Down Under. A song called Down Under's just come on. Is that the one that's like something like that? And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, it's because Tani is in Australia. So quite funny. Funny synchronicity. And it's 1983, if that's significant. Right. So this is to identify divine feminine, the masculine and the feminine side, but clearly we've picked up on a divine masculine that's in their feelings, could be in denial, lying to themselves when they miss you. Oh, that fits with the title. Or they were there, they're not there now. It can really only be either or. And for extra added stuff, the snake has helped reveal who's to be trusted and who's not. The castle. Yes. So the divine feminine sits pretty in the castle. This is so funny. That's what I said for the last. I remember that. I remember saying the same thing. But yeah, that does every time I see that card, it does remind me of the song I would have sang on the other one. I'm heading straight for the castle. I don't know the words right, but it's oh God, can't remember what she's called. Oh no, I kind of can. What's her name? What the fuck is it? I'm heading straight for the castle. Lord, I think it's Lord. It's really empowering, and I think it is meant to be like about an empowered woman, but because it's in that film, Snow White and the Huntsman's Winter's War or Winter's War or something, you know. And interesting in that there is an ice queen that creates an illusion with an ice wall to make the lovers, twin flames in this case, feel like they betrayed one another when they didn't. Like so, I always break that down to somebody. Well, we could say like the ice queen is like a queen of swords or something. Although queen of swords upright isn't always bad. That's some of their boundaries up and fucking doesn't mince their words. But queen of swords in reverse is bitchy and cold. Halsey, did I say Lord there? Yeah, sorry, I always get them mixed up. Yeah, thank you, Halsey. Because she's also, there's another song on the other film. That's why, do you know what? I think that's why I get those. I've just worked that out. That could be a reason why I mix those films up. Because to confuse matters, on King Arthur Legend of the Sword, which is what I just love it, it's one of my favourites. Halsey sings a song on that, and that's really good too. It's like something about eyes wide open or something. And the words to that are like, actually, that's strange. The words to that are like, you're sleeping with the wrong person. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's like when I said, did I say sleep with the enemy? Christ, I think all this is relevant. See, this is fitting up with the shorts. I think I'm just picking up on somebody like I don't know, seeing somebody for what they are. Like if you didn't see that somebody was a lying, cheating piece of shit, really, like it's what I'm picking up. I don't know who this is for, but that's what I'm picking up on. Like, yeah, it's like, oh my god, how did I not see this? Like, what? How was I attracted to this, or how did that? You know what I mean? It's however serious it is. The temple, yeah, like my body is a temple. How have I allowed myself to even swap energy with someone like this? Or tapping the mask. Look, the one, when I know who the one, that's, we're just going with this. It's so randomly. When I know who the one is, like they're not the one. They were the one for right now. And maybe the one for right now went on a little bit too long, but they're not the one. Like, how have I allowed myself? Did you like that? How have I allowed myself to get stuck in this? The sustainer, yeah. Look, I just kept things ticking over, just kept, stuffing down my feelings. I can't do it anymore. the medallion. Like I want to go for gold. I don't want to settle. Right. Could we get something about the feminine? Because I just feel like I'm picking up all the masculine's emotion. Could we get something about the feminine? So the feminine, you are in your castle, in your home, you're empowered, and you can feel this. You're a mystic that can feel this person missing you. Sorry. Sorry, I'm laughing because that song I just quoted as well from King Arthur. I mean, I think this is past life shit as well. That it's the whole video, the one I saw. I'll share it to show. It's actually about the seer. So that's so weird that I just spoke about being a seer. See what I mean? It's all part of it. I was speaking about me being a seer because my belief is not all high priestesses are seers, not all mediums are seers. All you know, what I mean, that it's just not all fucking medium. It's just in my case, I'm a shaman, a medium, a seer, a high priestess, you know, a queen of fucking wands as well, if you don't mind, and a queen of cups if you get my warm and cuddly side. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, um, you know. So this is why I say that all the time. Not all high priestesses can't see things. Not all high priestesses feel it and they can't see it. Well, some can feel it and they see it. You know what I mean? And if you can't, then take that out. But I feel you actually get visions of this person feeling like this, missing you, or being stuck in the wrong place, missing you, feeling like they want to be with you. Wow, fuck. Well, ask them to tell us about the bloody feminine, and they told us. All right, that's crazy. Right, okay, so masculine, because I'm very big on, like, you know, Aquarius is about shock, surprises, and being different, and I don't like to regurgitate the same shit that everyone else. But I mean, there will be some textbook stuff that I do say the same. You know, it's just because it'll be what the cards are about, not like the sun. Oh, the sun's the best card in the deck. Well, maybe it's not everybody's favorite, but that we all seem to see that. But that's one thing where I differ a little bit because it's not my personal experience as a high priestess. I do a lot of the stuff that happens to me, good, bad, and different. I did see it coming and I felt it, and it happens in line with when I feel it. And then there's a lot of things I can feel, oh, something's going to happen. I think something could happen, and it doesn't. And yeah, so right. The masculine. So the empty room guy, we're going to go with guy because of the high priest thing. Oh, God. So empty room guy is what we're going to call it. It could be stuck with a shapeshifter. So somebody could be working out that they're with a shapeshifter. We're getting in some serious messages here because we do live in the times when it's like that. Not everybody is who they say they are. No, I mean that's quite funny because what was I thinking? Well, it's not that I was watching. I've said this before, but I love watching. I love that Olivia Atwood when she does like series on basically like investigating the sex world and all that, like, you know, and that it started again. I mean, usually I talk like this in the Scorpio moon, but because my North Node's in the eighth house, I'm always interested in stuff like this. And it was all about OnlyFans and that, right? So you never know, this could be relevant to this too. But it's scary. I just think it's so scary that like how normal. I'm just gonna say exactly how I feel. I think that's so scary that's normalized, and like they're trying to like make that like a normal career or something. It's like please don't young people out there think that's something that's like you know, a respectable way to make your money. Please don't do that because it's like you're selling your soul to the devil. Like these people might be driving about in fancy cars and big houses and be making millions or however make, but they'll their skin will be crawling eventually if it's not already, and they can't sleep at night. They might not know why. That is how they'll be feeling. It ain't fucking worth it. So I don't know how I've got from that to this, but it's because I watched it last night. But it was more the fact that it's like, you know, the way they deep fake stuff. Like, how do you even know that that's even what real what you're watching? And I just think that is like fucking crazy. Like, I've watched because there was somebody else, the other girl that was on Towie, done a really good documentary about that, and it was all about that deep fakes, and it's like so you don't even know like what you're seeing all the time is real. It's like when people have said to me, "Oh, I'm glad to see that you're real. I thought you were AI." Like I was complimented too because I'm like, oh, thanks. I just done my makeup really good that day. But you know what I'm saying? It's but yeah, the offering. Yeah. Anyway, I feel the masculines wanting to come forward with an offer, so that can tie in with the date card. But there's something mixed up here where, like, you know what I mean? Somebody's seeing the snake's true colors, the shapeshifter's true colors. It's Now it's reminding me of. See, this is. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm like this all the time, but it is because Pluto in Aquarius is conjunct Venus in Aquarius right now, and I'm sure it's like in a couple of days. I can't remember look right now, but Mercury is. No, is it Mercury's conjunct? So anyway, there's lots of stuff going on, and I'm picking up. It's reminding me of They Live. If you've ever seen They Live, the long and short of it is, the guy puts on the glasses and he sees people's true form. And a lot of the people aren't even people, they're like robots and they're not like, and it's not too far away. See what I mean? I'm going very Aquarius right now because this is very far out, galactic, weird and wonderful. But it's not really too dissimilar from what we live in. So it's a good film to watch. I think it's maybe a horror. It's not. It's something that's really funny. Like there's a fight that goes on about 20. It feels like 40 minutes, 25 minutes or something. It's 20. I don't know how long it is. It feels like a long time. It's like the funniest fight scene ever. But yeah, it's that kind of vibe, and it is like Sleeping with the Enemy. Because in Sleeping with the Enemy, which is very very dark, and I've helped people real life scenarios with things like that. So if you've seen the film, you'll get what I'm saying. But like people that have been caught up with narcissists, male and female, that have had to basically get away from them in the middle of the night and stuff. Like that's what happens in that. But that is when someone's really, really that bad. That is what some people have to do. And that's just screaming Venus and Pluto. So please be careful and protect your energy, whoever you are in this equation, if any of this resonates. Or just if you've got like really toxic people around you, because that energy can make people vicious. I think that's why the snake keeps coming out. Right, is there anything else the masculine wants to hear? The seed. Oh God. Sorry, I'm saying oh God because it always makes you think of planting your seed. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think that popped into my mind for a reason. I'm going to trust that. Unfortunately, this could be yet again. I picked up in the last one because Aquarius is short. This could be where people have tried to trap a masculine, or they've succeeded, or it's a warning not to sleep with people like that if you think they've even got the potential to lock you down like that. Because I mean, it begs the question: why the fuck would you even be shacked up? Why would you even spend any time, let alone a lot of time, with somebody if you thought they had the possibility of doing that? But some people can't fucking, I don't know. You'll need to ask all the people that have Christ knows. Right. So the one, there's something with this though. Look, the one. Why am I with a sneaky person that I feel I have to sleep with one eye open that I think would stab me in the back in a minute? When I know who the one is, they're not the one. This keeps coming out. Let's shuffle a wee bit more. If we get any doublers, I'll go on the next bit because that's usually my sign. Did we make this story slightly different? It's got a bit of a samey feel, but the venom, there's something with it. This person's venomous. I feel they would betray me in a minute if they haven't already. There's no loyalty here. Maybe, maybe I'm picking up on a connection where like maybe I'm picking up on a connection that's the kind of deal. Like maybe this is. I'd rather not pick up on open relationships with that, but you know what I mean? Maybe it's something like that. But it's that God knows. The unseen. Well, you did say I see everything, but it's like look, the unseen, and look at the big eye, the seer. You know what I mean? There's something unseen here. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. Maybe I just fucking saw it. But like it's like, there's something unseen. Look, yeah, there's my narcissist card, the queen. That's the narcissist card. Someone's cutting themselves free of a narcissist. The destroyer, that's the tower moment. The hunter, that's the masculine. The masculine's breaking free of a narcissist. Look, in Year of the Horse. The masculine, oh wow! Look that's crazy. Oh my God, we've got a really amazing synchronicity. The masculine, because the hunter to me is the masculine card, right? One of them is breaking free in Year of the Horse, which is from the 17th of February, right? And it could even be happening as soon as any time from now until the 17th February, because there's a snake on that card and we're in Year of the Snake. Boom, drop the mic. So for some people, this is happening right now. And for some people, this was in the past. And it's not everyone's story because it's very specific and it's kind of dark, but we're going to read it. So, and I can never remember what this card is. I think it's like all that is or something, but I'm just going to read what it says. Call in the people that this is going to make sense to, that they can confirm that this makes sense, whether it's their past, present, or future, please. Contemplating them, and if you can't let me know in public, which a lot of people don't feel comfortable with that, and that's absolutely fine, email me and at least let me know, or book a session because I'll be able to help you a bit further. But you don't need to, not every, you just email me and let me know because it's always interesting to know. Contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. I feel I have to say that because I've had personal experiences before where like I'm dying to let somebody know what resonated about public stuff, or like even private ones, and some people don't even fucking reply to you, and I just find that really rude, and I don't want to be that. I'm not that person. If I have never replied to an email of yours, it probably went in the spam folder and I never found it. But people would say on the thing, I would assume, or it's been, or there's other darker things where it's been people that are snakes in the grass to me that I've worked out, and I think they would know. So say You Won't Let Go, James Arthur's just come on, and it came on quite loud, and that's weird because I turned the that's that song has magical qualities because I turned the volume down. So how did that? But yeah. Say you won't let, I can't say that's my favourite one, but I can't sing it. I don't know where to sing it from. Even though wait a minute, actually, that's terrible. I'll need to look at I'm just going to see what's relevant here. Well, obviously, it's relevant with this. Somebody's chose wrong at some point, and they don't want you to let go because they're about to see you, or they see now. I met you in the dark. You lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute, I was stone cold sober. Oh, I don't think I knew that was the words. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think you should get some rest. All right, okay, that's not the bit I was thinking of. It's this bit because this always reminds me of this thing from years and years and years and years. Oh my god, it's got to be like 15 years ago or longer, right? And it was this thing. I haven't said this for ages actually. And it was this thing about don't look. It's actually it's even more relevant to these days. But it was about don't look down or something. And it was about when you're on your phone, how you can miss all these opportunities, and particularly the love of your life. And the thing I always remember, it's quite like it was circulating, it went viral. But remember the internet was different back then. But what I found, what always sticks out in my head is my Twinflame actually posted it. And maybe it was the fact that maybe I hadn't seen it yet or something, but I always remember it was him that posted. I was like, oh, but it's funny because that song reminds me of that thing as well, because it's like, I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. I'll take the kids to school and wave them goodbye. And I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. And I'm convinced that James Arthur must have, like, because I think he's age. I think he's maybe, I don't think he's a bit older, a bit younger than me, but I think he's sort of subconsciously remembered that thing because in that short film, the guy says something like that. Because the whole thing is, it's like, I'll need to find it. Like, I mean, it'll be easy to find, but I'll put in the comments for the younger people that are tuning in, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, somehow you forget. But people, I'm sure a lot of people remember. But I right away, that's what I mean about Floating Scorpio. I was like, wait a minute, that's like copy. It's not copying it, but I'm sure he was inspired by it because the guy's like, he says something like, "I'll meet you a coffee," and he does say something very similar. I'll kiss you, kiss you goodbye and take the kids to school or something. And then it's quite sad because then it's like, but none of this will have happened because you didn't look up from your phone, you didn't meet me, and none of it. So that's it's quite poignant, isn't it? So anyway, that it's it always hit me when yeah, both that thing and that song. Over intellectualizing, literalizing, asking others. Right. So, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. So the masculine's trying to crack a mystery. A mystery. Oh my God. Like a virgin's just come on. The masculine's trying to get unanswered. He's trying to crack a mystery, but he could be overthinking, over intellectualizing something. Okay, right. We've got enough to go by here. Now we need to go in the dark. So, hello, Brandy. How are you doing? It's been wild the last few days. Yeah, wild energy. Totally. And the shorts I've just filmed are pretty crazy too. So, they may have money, but they aren't happy. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, yeah. The only, yeah. Sorry, people. Oh my God. Guys, what the fuck? This scares me when this happened. Right, sorry. We need to get that snake card. What the actual fuck? I mean, it's crazy. Because look, I always say this, but I always thought she was licking a snake. That sounds funny, doesn't it? It's a knife. She's licking a knife. Remember when I said this could be dangerous? This karmic person is licking a fucking knife. I hope you're not caught up with karmics that like to lick knives. Oh look, there's one of them too. There's one of them. Look, she looks a bit like a dark Cameron Diaz. Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party temptation. That's the snakes that, yeah, here for a good time, not a long time. Oh dear. Girl with a snake, that's a different card. Charmed or used, enable boundaries. I did say that these are the kind of women that just use somebody for their money. Shock. Keys on the ring, one night stand. Love. Where the hell's the snake card? Karmic relationship. Yep, karmic relationship. They're just telling us. Wedding rings. Somebody could have married a karmic relationship, and that's what they're waking up to. Wedding rings. Somebody married a karmic snake that they've now got karmic ties to. Their money's caught up. Oh Christ. Right. Where is this? Look, the snake's hiding. This is very relevant. The snake is hiding. The snake doesn't need to be someone specific. Snake was hiding with addiction. Like the snake can just be lots of different people. That's a type that somebody goes for. Right. The snake. The trouble is, I need all the other cards to go with it. Do you feel this is going to be intense? Are they here? Yeah. Let's use that and that. Oh, you can't really see these very well. I might change my mind, but I think that's quite a good one to. Someone's breaking ties with a karmic snake and reclaiming their energy. Because the thing is, if you're a man and you were caught up with a woman like that, they are siphoning your divine energy. Like they're feeding off of you. And they're also siphoning whoever your divine feminine's energy is, which is why divine feminines can get ill when they feel masculines are cutting about with folk like this. Lovely, isn't it? It's just twin flame journey is so delightful. Right, okay, so this isn't just the twin flame journey. This can be, you know, this just happens to folk. Right, so, but you feel it stronger if it's twin flame because it's your energy. Right, okay, so in the past, that top looks great on you. Thank you very much. I got this in the sale over Christmas and I wasn't sure because it looked a bit granny-ish. You know what I mean? Like it looked nice on the model. And then when I got it, I was like, Christ, it looks like it's going to be far too big for me. And it also looks a bit not nice. But actually it is nicer on. So thank you. Um Not me, because I ain't married. I'm still waiting, but give up hope because I'm too fat to wear a wedding dress. Today, today, we're going to have to do some work around speaking kindly to yourself. Although that was it's quite funny the way I read it out, but that is not true. Yes, it's not true. That's right. Okay, so and it's not about that anyway. It's about the making the promise and the. Although let's face it, some people get married for the party too. But I mean, it's you're there's a whole that I've broke down this before. There's all different camps of people. Some people get married for the business transaction. Some people get married for true love. Some people get married for society's pressures. Am I missing anything out? Like some people, it's mixed as they fucking all it. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I do believe some people get married for the party. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a good mix of both. Like get married because you love the person and because you want the party. Do you know what I mean? And maybe some people just don't even want a party. You just want to be bonded to that person forever. You know what I mean? But it's not forever these days, is it? I mean, some people just fucking get married because, oh, I'll just get a divorce. It's weird. I just think this matrix that we live in is weird. Right. Okay. So maybe that's why I never got married. But then again, nobody asked. But um, yeah. But I've got a big fuck off stamped on my head. I always had that on nights out anyway. People used to say that. But yeah, I did used to have people that tried regardless of the fuck off stamped on my head. But um, yeah. So stock no changes limited, wasting time. So what's this about? Let's get some more. I don't really see when I use these, I don't home in so much on feminine masculine. Let's just get a story. So there's someone feels like they've been wasting time, no changes, limited, stuck, ego. Oh God. So hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationships. So somebody feels like they've wasted time, being stuck in their ego, pride, giving money to a hoe. I don't know where that came from, but come on, it fit with the rest of the cards. Do you know what I mean? Giving money. It literally says giving money. Oh my God, I didn't mean. How do I know? I'm not using that deck, but I just said give money. I didn't. I'm talking about things like fucking OnlyFans. Anyway, right, moving on, moving on. But what I meant there is being caught up with people that want you for your money. Like what I said before. Someone feels like they've wasted time in their ego picking people that don't have good intentions. There's a more polite way to say it. Giving money though. Hope it's no giving. Right, well, no money here, so I wouldn't be marrying for that. It's all love. Yeah. Right. Same shit, different day. Whatever somebody's picked, where they're stuck giving money to someone, being a cash cow, because they're in their ego, they feel like it's wasted time and it's same shit, different day. Oh, this is building quite a story, isn't it? Oh dear. And there that maybe look. You think look, I said it for a reason. I can't fucking believe this. Look. Bad reputation, inside scoop. It is. I knew when I was saying it like that. They were making me say it like that for a reason. Somebody I just said give money to a like that is I'm sorry it came out harsh, guys, but everybody knows when I'm talking about women that aren't of integrity and like whatever words you want to use, I always say ho ho ho, right? That's why I said giving money a ho. It's like, look, somebody's got a bad reputation, and that's the inside scoop. So it's one of these ones where like maybe everybody else was talking about someone with a bad reputation, and the person that's caught up with them, like, didn't believe it or something, or they knew it but didn't really care, and a closer look knows you up in your business. But someone's got a bad reputation. Oh my God, that would have been quite good with it. Oh, I can't go in and change the thumbnail again, but that actually would have been quite good, wouldn't it? Do you think it's worth it? Do I need to? What have we got? The snake and karmic ties. I think we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so basically that's really quite that's scaring me how accurate that is. That the masculines, like I feel like I've been stuck wasting time with someone with a bad reputation. Like basically I chose wrong. I chose a drama starter. Good lord. Right, is there anything else we need to know? But this is in the past, so but this could still be some people's present. What else have we got here? Broadcast. Oh my god, sorry. I want to laugh now, but I'm not going to laugh because it's broadcast. Sorry, but can people see why? Like, put aside that this might be making sense to someone out there. I just pulled given money, and somebody saying this person was using me for my money, and now we've got broadcast. Somebody was definitely using someone for their money. And that is so crazy that I was talking about OnlyFans because I mean that is why I think these things are toxic because it does there's some really vulnerable people. It's their personal responsibility, mind you. That, but you know what I mean. If people are like, yeah, some people might get pulled into that, and then like, what was it like when I was watching one of them? It was like it wasn't so much OnlyFans. It was something else. What is it like? A sugar daddy? Maybe this is relevant. You know what I mean? The people that are like, buy me these Louis Vuitton shoes now. Send me $1,000 just because. Like seriously, that's what some of these fucking folk are like. Like, and I'm just kind of like, I don't get it because it's like, yeah, who could like, do you love money that much that you wouldn't really care how you got that money? Like, make that make sense to me. It's not making sense. Um, Broadcast. It came out. I can't even deal with that. Two cards. Don't even ask me how many. Normally I say 78 cards. There's probably fucking 200 cards there. Came out again. Somebody's got back on their feet after being. Maybe someone was robbed by someone like this with a bad reputation. Maybe somebody got caught with a thief. Or they just wanted money all the time. God, talking shit, grudge holder, playing games, scarcity tactics, kissing ass, marrying for money. What the fuck am I picking up on? Ain't shit. So yeah, look, someone was trying to make out like they were amazing. They ain't shit. Spiritual awakening, chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. I think the way that that just came out, we need to put these cards away. They can be quite fun, but it's like my Black Moon Lilith selves like, fuck it, let's just fucking know it. But I'm like, no, we need to put them away. It gets a bit ridiculous, but you never know. Someone's having a huge ego death, spiritual awakening, but you see, it fits with the ego death card a minute ago because they're realizing someone ain't shit and that they married them for their own reasons. Like somebody was, somebody kissed their ass to get what they want, and now they're seeing what they're really like. Do we need to know anything else? Is that what you're saying? And maybe this could be the shocker, because Aquarius 11th house is shocking energy. Oh my god, I was going to call myself a broke ass after the marriage comment. Sorry, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. Oh dear. Secret account. Oh Christ, who's spying? Is it oh, I can't keep up with this. If this is somebody that somebody's left, they're spying because you're moving on. So if you're the masculine that managed to get a shot at somebody like this, they've got secret accounts to spy on you, and the masculine's like, thank you, next. Sorry, I'm going a bit delirious now. Thank you, next. I've had enough of being used as a sugar daddy. Oh my god. Sorry, I can't. Oh my god. I'm going to pee myself. It just came out again. What? See what I mean? After saying everything that I said about seer and high priestess, I need to take it back because now I'm like, all I know is they're telling us the same thing, but actually I don't know if I want to know what they're telling us, but they're telling us the same thing. Broadcast in reverse. Somebody has got back on their feet after being used by or whatever you call the girls that go after sugar daddies, whatever you call them. I think we can all fucking think it. Look, sweet talk. I'm telling you, somebody's been fucking sweet talked by a thief, a user, creeping, and they're now creeping. This is Venus conjunct Pluto. Dust it off. The masculine's like, I'm trying to dust this situation off. Talking shit. Yeah, look, jackass. I feel like a jack. Oh my god, sorry, I was saying it. But look, this is serious. Somebody was sweet talked by somebody like that with a bad reputation because they creeped on them, spied on them, got to know what their likes and dislikes were. They're trying to dust it off. They spoke shit to get what they want, and now the person feels like a jackass. A gold digger, yeah. Fake, fake smiles. Oh my god, this is exactly what this is. Somebody was like lured in by like a siren, like some a siren, a Jezebel, someone that wanted to use them for their money. wanted a fancy life, wasn't really too bothered who you were as a person, they just wanted your money. And it wouldn't hurt if you were good looking too. Do you know what I mean? I'll use your money, I'll use your body, I'll use your money. Buy me a house, buy me nice shoes, buy me a car. And yeah, the really toxic kind are like, oh, I'll have a few kids just to get you to fucking stay. Is it? So it's not everyone's story. We're just going with the drama of this, and I'm resisting the need to change the thumbnail. But I mean, that's quite crazy. We've got fake smiles, bad reputation, girl with a snake. I could just hold all them up, and that'd definitely, hey, we'll go viral. Fucking hell, it'll be quite a lot of folks experience clout hungry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm fucking done. I'm just done. I mean, is this it? Do we need to go any further? Clout hungry. Yeah, they were clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Dramatic. Somebody said anything, done anything, that could mean a lot of things, to get what they wanted. They were clout hungry. And now whoever's been caught up in this, all the men, because trust me, it won't just be one man, it'll be a few men that are like, holy shit, she's like reading my fucking life. Overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Someone's like, how could I have like been lured in by this? A cycle. Crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. I'm glad you're finding this funny. This is like, look, this is creepy as fuck because I said this in the shorts. This is Venus in Aquarius conjunct Pluto. This is Psycho X energy. So if you have a Psycho X, don't like the word psycho, but it's what it says on the card, be extra discerning this week. Crazy X, obsessed, won't let go. Christ. So take these broken wings. Because that song's just came on. Yeah, you would have fucking broken wings if you got caught with somebody like this. Fucking hell. Ain't shit. They just keep saying this somebody wasn't shit. They kept making out they were like the bee's knees and they ain't shit. Fake flex. Yeah, look, what the hell? So maybe somebody made out like they had money to attract someone with money. And then actually they didn't have money. And they just wanted to take your money. Fake flexing. Acts rich, flosses, money, acts fancy, shows off. This is so nuts, by the way. That's why they got me to talk about OnlyFans and that. Like it is like, or the way somebody, or they've got money, but the way someone makes their money isn't like, well, I was going to say it isn't on the up and up. It's legal, but bad karma. Bad karma as we're in the last degrees of Capricorn Sun, which would be about that. It would be a fucker. Someone's getting, but whoever the snakes are that used and abused and tricked the masculines, they're going to get bad karma if they're not already getting it. Because when you're not of integrity, you can't expect things to always be going cushy. I know it seems like some people land on their feet, but bad karma will be coming to those people. But also the masculines going through bad karma. Okay, we'll shuffle these a wee bit more and we'll put them down because they're dangerously fucking all making them, it's just, they all link together. So it's definitely creativity, steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. Remember when they said through me, this person's feeding off you? Creepy. But what this card, so that's what that means. This karmic feminine, the group of people this happened to, it was a karmic feminine that was siphoning energy off of the masculine themselves and siphoning the energy of their true divine counterpart, divine feminine twin flame. And in some really creepy cases, if the feminine can be seen, because a lot of feminines do work in the public eye, then you could get some really weirdo stalker people that see what the twin flame's like, try to be like the twin flame to make the person love them. Weird as fuck, but these stories are out there. Destiny swap kind of stuff. Let's see what else. Karmic ties. Same one. Look, hooked. Yep, somebody, a karmic person was hooked. And remember, when as a shaman, when I talk about energy hooking into people, somebody hooked their crazy ex psycho vibes into somebody. And so it means, look what I'm doing as well. Even if they're still not literally with them, they're still pulling the energy. So that's why it's so important that you get energy clearing, that you go to healers, that you break the ties. Like I shared this, that it was around the new moon eclipse in Virgo, like, you know, last year, that I noticed in the 1 week I had unhooked two men, like an older guy and a younger, from energies like this. So this is really real. So even if this is something in the past, be careful that karmic tie isn't still draining your energy. Look, unfazed, threatening, and romance. Yeah, I feel, look, the masculine's unfazed and there's still a threatening. What did I keep saying about his energy? You know, dangerous. I don't know why they keep saying dangerous, but they keep saying dangerous. Like dangerous, kind of toxic energy around somebody that's not happy, that they're wanting to move on to a real romance or true love. Like I put in the title, High Priest releasing the snakes, reclaiming their energy, releasing blocks and addictions for true love. Okay, haunted, and they're haunted because they chose this over the real love. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. And that's what I've been saying. This is in the past. I'm traumatized because I didn't pick my queen. I do think this is past life stuff too. It's like a king that didn't pick their queen. Stepping into power, praised, coming up in the spotlight. That's pretty nuts that I just said. If that's for some of the divine feminines that are in the public eye, or if you don't work online, you know, you work in the public and, you know, not online. Um, that's part of it. When they can see you and your true divine feminine energy, it makes it crystal clear who's who. Like I chose toxic love over true love. That's what I feel someone's in. I don't, sorry to laugh. Yeah, I chose this drinking and toxic lifestyle and this person snake that fucked me over my queen rising. It wasn't worth it. Now I'm moving in silence. And I need to sweet talk my queen rising. But this stalker is still watching everything I do. Sorry, guys. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's freaking me out because Pluto conjunct Venus this week is that stalking, watching, obsessed. So someone's moving in silence because they've got a stalker. Have you got just one stalker or have you got a few? Well, let's have a chat with you now that you're telling us this. Is the bad reputation? Sorry, I keep wanting to laugh. Is the bad reputation the same as Psycho Crazy Ex, or are these two different people? Is Karmic Tie another? I mean, how many stalkers have you got? Creativity. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. You didn't answer us, but that's copycat energy again. Moves in silence. They're just. Let's move on. Do you know what? I'm not even kidding. I know I'm saying that in a jokey way, but that is a masculine collective saying, shh. That's what that's saying. Look, shushed because girl with a snake's going to get a shock. Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries. Sudden change, shocking news, surprises, epiphany, transformation. Oh my god. This is annoying fuck out of me because I keep wanting it. Now I want that for the thumbnail. I want the backstab. Look, heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, shock, and attack. Yeah, look, a girl with a snake there's been a shocking betrayal here, or it's going to happen if it hasn't happened yet. Somebody that seduced somebody. Attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party temptation. Christ, I think we get it right. Okay, so let's stick with this deck for the present energy. That was all the past. It can still be people's present. So presently, divine feminine, you're in separation from your masculine. If this is your story, I'm praying for you, praying for everyone that resonates. And well, you've just seen why you're in a separation. I think that would be for the best right now because this person's dealing with quite a drama. So sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. But to try and to try and be a bit serious right now, the feminine, you're in a separation. You could be missing this person. There could be bitterness. If you know what's going on, you could be missing the masculine. You could be thinking about your future, feeling like things are very up in the air, very uncertain. What else? Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So that's interesting because I think the masculine got cards like that. So you could be replaying events in your head. Um, like, yeah, you could just be overthinking stuff or remembering things differently than what they had. I don't know, something like that. Give me one more. Cut down, cutting out. Oh my God, two cards that say separation. Cutting out separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Mm. So if this is for the feminine, you could be reminiscing on how this person just ghosted you. Silent treatment. Cutting out separation, stop the pattern. So I think if this is yours, this person ghosted you for that person or somebody like that, and then they went on to another person like that. It's something like that. Like you're reminiscing and you're replaying everything and the timing and all of that, and you're like, right, masculine, present energy. Let's see if any of the same cards come out. This really is my life. Joking. She is joking. Her lovely person was on the other day. Coffin. Oh God, what's going on now? New beginnings, liberation, reborn and transitions, tragic endings. That's a bit harsh. Well, for one, because it has got a coffin on it, I'm very sorry if you have actually had a literal loss, like a death or something. But I feel for most people, this is a relationship has ended with a karmic person. There's no new beginnings. And you could feel like, and it didn't end very nice with tragic endings, but I feel you've been reborn. And you know what's really interesting? The shorts for today was Jesus and enlightened masculine. So yeah, I feel you have been enlightened to something, but what's enlightened you could have been really painful, like a shocking betrayal. Sunglasses, because oh my God, every time it sounds like I'm joking, I'm not. They're using me as a channel. This says stalking as well, and it's a different card. It's a different deck, a different card that says the same thing. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. So when I was channeling that masculine and they're saying they're stalking me, they're not joking. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. Like currently, this person is being stalked. And remember, Venus conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. That would be things like stalking. And like it would be quite with the sun there tomorrow as well. Do you know what I feel they're saying? Like I feel this masculine saying it could even be like really complicated. Like that karmic person might make out like they've moved on to other people, but they like silently stalk. Like so it could be quite hard to prove. I don't think you know what I mean. They're not like openly crazy, but it's like there's something a bit I don't know manipulative or like it's like somebody hounding somebody, but kind of hard to prove. Or like say they just show, oh, fancy meeting you here. They're like standing on the street corner. It's probably not the right word, but you know what I mean. It's like there's something weird about this. Can't quite put my finger on it. Not today. Not today, Satan. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like there's my ex, but like times it by 100. Like there's my ex fucking run. Do you know what I mean? Boundaries and hurt. Avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Right. So this, remember, this is a masculine presently. So whatever the karmic person done that led to a tragic ending, this person's put up their boundaries, they're hurt, they don't want to talk to them, they're not dealing with them, they're still upset, and the karmic person's stalking them. Is this like restraining order stuff again? Sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination. But somebody's got the truth that they need. Or you're going to get it talking. And yeah, and so I feel if you're the feminine, whatever the fucking hell this is all about, I feel someone will be coming forward with quite a story. Talking. Interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. Well, if there's been ghosting and silent treatment, talking more would be a start, wouldn't it? Right. Is there anything else you need from this deck? Oh, mask, but it's in reverse. Hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, personify. Right. That's quite interesting because I don't think I said the word gaslight, but I heard it in my head when I was describing the karmic person. Like I feel they gaslight, like, what are you talking about? I don't stalk you. Do you know what I mean? But it's like they do. So it's like I think that's how you recognize, like, this person would say to other people, I've moved on, I don't even like them, I don't care what they do, but they are actually stalking. But anyway, I feel it's mostly saying the masculine is revealing their truth, the feelings that they hid, like that James Arthur song. Because remember, that's why I always quote that, because it's like, I don't see you, you're not in every single thing I do. You are not the missing piece, and I don't think we're meant to be. So even they could be saying as well that the masculine was doing this at one point. I don't want them. I don't want my twin flame. They're talking shit. I'm with this person. I'm happy. And then it's like this person turns out to be a nightmare. And then this person's like, well, actually, I was lying to myself. And, is that what this is? Yes, talking. Interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. Passion. Insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Yeah. Something's getting a bit overwhelming, you know, can't hold back, all these kind of feelings, right? We'll put them away. They're fun, but we'll put them away for now. Right. So even when I'm saying that though, they're fun, but we'll put them away for now. Like I feel like I'm channeling somebody that was just wanting a bit of fun and they've got caught up in something that's like become a nightmare. Whenever this happens, and let's hope it's nobody's present, or take heed if it feels like it's a warning. Right. I got lost in the sauce of that. Now we need to get with the program. Right. So what would help the feminine to come out their comfort zone on the masculine's feminine side? Toxicity in reverse. Quite simply, what would help you come out your comfort zone and follow your north node is divine feminine, you don't allow toxicity. That's why it's in reverse. The minute you notice somebody is playing mind games. Now, this isn't just love, friendship, family. The minute you notice somebody's gaslighting you, trying to fuck with your mind, trying to sweet talk you to get what they want, sucking up your ass, change the word into whatever suits you. But the minute you notice somebody's a bit toxic, manipulative, you're like, see you later. Doesn't matter what area of life. Toxicity, toxic relationships can drain your energy and self worth. Be aware. The feminine, you to be in your north node, keep avoiding folk like that. And if you can't avoid them for whatever reason, you set strong boundaries. Boom, drop the mic. The masculines following suit. Right. What I feel like I want to shuffle these. What to go with that for the feminine, masculine's feminine side? So see that matters because for the masculine's feminine side, what would help you get out your comfort zone and follow your north node? And the moon in Pisces in a few days will be conjunct the north node, collective destiny. Don't allow toxic people to manipulate you, whoever they are, friends, family, lovers, ex-lovers, clients, because people can do that with work as well. You know what I mean? Oh, can you just fix this? Oh, can you just fix that? Or can you just fix this? or I'm needing this done, you know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? Or mates rates, all that, that's fucking manipulative. If you respect somebody's business, you'd pay them for it. You wouldn't manipulate them to just get what you want all the time. Boom, drop the mic. But a Queen of Wands in reverse would. I think I felt that when I felt I was channeling a person there. Because Queen of Wands upright is sexy, passionate, confident, bold. Um, I see you, Queen of Wands out there. But it's kind of like in the reverse, like all of that, but uses the fire and the passion in an aggressive way, nasty, nasty with words. Let's see what it says. That's my interpretation. Self-respect, introverted sense of self. Well, that's a bit tame for these, but it's what I said too. So yeah, I feel you keep yourself yourself. You're quite introverted, and or you could be like myself. Like people might think I'm an extrovert. I'm not. Like this is just me doing my work. Like actually, I'm like 79% introvert actually when I do the test. But it's just the other part of me is like, wait, let's go. But yeah, you're introverted. You've got self-respect. You have boundaries. You don't allow people drain your energy. You just keep saying the same thing. Right. Okay. So masculine, but you see how it works is it means the masculine's going to get to that too. But specifically for the masculine, you've got a Queen of Wands in reverse that has used you. Oh my God, that fits with the rest of it. That fits with the rest of it. That's straight that you've allowed to drain your energy, that you're not allowing them to drain your energy anymore. So this can either be a current partner or it can be an ex. It can be an ex that you allow to manipulate you all the time. But it doesn't need to be a love thing. It can be a family member or a frenemy. Right. I think a lot of these things I pick up on it can be like situationships and like undefined kind of hookups that get all crazy. That's how you get cycle birds as well too. It's like you've just left somebody like I don't know. I just think people can leave a trail of destruction, like, and it's just toxic. Like I said, to me, Venus conjunct Pluto in Aquarius is toxic love. It's no love, is it? It's just toxic shit. Right. So, um, it's like I wondered where this was going to come in. When I was watching Love Island last night, I thought I like her, right? But what I don't like about her, and like that Helena. So I'm just going to talk about Love Island. Get used to that. I'm going to talk about Love Island because I like it. But um, in that, for those of you who don't watch it, this girl last year when she was on was hooking up with this guy that was really toxic. Basically, he had about 3 different birds on the go on the telly, and we're like, what is this guy for real? Is this a plan? Like this is ridiculous. But I actually grew to like him as it went on. And what I would say is he was very well, something's fucking happened to him at some point to be that. I don't know. I found it quite interesting to watch. Like he was just lying to all of them and telling them what they wanted to hear, like people pleasing, totally horny. I mean, just young and horny, really. It was a Scorpio too, so I mean, Andy had Venus and Scorpio, so none of that can be helped. But it's like, but you know what I mean? It's like, I just found it crazy that it was on the telly, and it was just horrible the way he was hurting all these girls, and in particular. And then the one he ended up like nearly winning me, he really, really hurt her. Do you know what's really funny? The song that just came on is knew you were waiting for me. I don't like how that song's come on in this, but we'll see it. But I can see it fits in. But it's kind of like because I mean that could be like that could be quite toxic. I knew you were waiting for me. That could be like I can just do whatever I want with whoever I want, and that person will still be waiting on me. You know what I mean? If someone was in a toxic mindset, that could be in the ego death could be, oh, I don't think that plan worked out. But the thing is, the way that I would look at that too, that's a terrible way to look at it because then you've built up resentment in someone. If that was actually, you know what I mean? It's like if that was your plan, that is a fucking terrible plan. I would say somebody sabotaged your plans if they gave you advice to do that. That might be what it is. Or if you came up with that great idea yourself. But yeah, anyway, with Helena, this girl, she allowed this guy to just take the utter fucking piss out of her. And the thing she kept saying throughout it was, oh, you know, I just don't deep things, you know, I just like having fun and I just like, you know, flirting and kissing and, you know, and I just think, oh, it makes me cringe because it's like, you know, whatever age people are like, I think people ages of me are a bit older. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I remember when I used to be like, you know, not used to be like that totally, but you know, when you were like kind of grown up and you're kind of like, oh, I just want them to like me, and you kind of, you know, it's cringe, isn't it? I can't even finish the sentence, but it's like, just fucking be who you actually are and see who actually falls in love with who you actually are. And they're the ones worth it. Not the fucking ones that you're trying to like, oh, I'll just be this way and they'll like me, and I'll just be that way and they'll like me, and I'll just be the cool girl that actually acts like a guy. And like I'm one of your friends, but like I'm hot as well. And then I just like, you know, I don't like get feelings or anything. You can just like, you know, sleep with whenever you want, and I'm just really fun and cool. And it's like we all know. Listen, we all know people like that, or you've been that. Forgive yourself, right? But it's kind of like, you know what I mean. It's not actually cool because when I'm watching, because I watched her last year. Whenever I think it, I don't know if that was the one in the summer. I think it was just the one in the summer. Actually, never mind. I think it was the one that was just the summer. It wasn't even a year ago. But it's like the fact that I've just watched her like that in the summer and then she's come back on because she didn't find love. And she's saying the same thing. It's like, are you fucking learning your lessons then? It's like, and she's not young, you know. I mean, well, I suppose that is still, that's 10 years younger than me. She's like 29. I think she's 30, I think she might be 30 now or something. It's kind of like, oh, I just don't deep things. And it's like, but it's a couple of days into it and she's getting shat on because the guy that was actually being really nice to her has just picked somebody else. But it's because you're not respecting yourself. You're just like, oh, you know, I don't take anything too seriously. You know, you can just fucking treat me like shit. You know, that's basically what you're saying. That's the energy that you're putting out. So I'm just sort of, I don't know. It really struck me when I watched it last night. And like I said, I feel sorry for it because she's not like, you know, that is still very young, but it's a lot older than the other ones that are like in their early 20s. And sometimes some of them are more mature than, I just think it's what a shame if that's what you did. And then it was a shame because she was crying because she's like, it's reminding her of what happened in the summer. It's like, well, no wonder you're repeating the same fucking lesson. It looks, anyway, let's hope she meets a nice man and stops fucking acting like that. But right, okay, so tell us, maybe that was just the masculine's way of distracting us from hearing. What would help the masculine step out of their comfort zone? Oh, well, that's quite interesting. That fits with some of the shorts. We've got proposal, but it's in reverse. I think there could be some broken engagements. An offer proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise, unless somebody's holding back a surprise proposal. I always did used to pick up on those ones in Aquarius, and this is for Aquarius. I didn't put it in the title. Um, I mean, these are two totally different stories. If it's surprise proposals, we'll not dig in because that's not fair. Although I might accidentally, but I think it could be broken engagements because maybe someone stopped the money grabber before they got any more, or it's a no broken trust in reverse. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Well, this is building quite a story, isn't it? What else? This is to get out your comfort zone. Somebody needs to trust again and give their heart to who is worthy and leave the baggage behind for a real connection. That makes sense too. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships, unpack it. Love is the bridge connecting souls, cherish those connections. I feel what they're saying is for this divine masculine, if this is what you went through, unpack the emotional baggage with your feminine because it's not the same as oh dump it all on the feminine. It's like depending on how traumatic this is, I would suggest get therapy because you know your twin flame can't be your therapist, even if they are a therapist as well. Speaking for the therapists out there, but it's kind of like when somebody loves you and you've been treated like shit, they genuinely will want to listen because that's what was quite funny about Love Island too. I thought I can see the funny, even though it's still toxic, I can see the funny side of it too. Like the girl was like, oh, I just love it when guys like get really deep and they dump all their shit on you. Like, yeah, let me be your. I can't remember what she said, but it was like was just quite funny. Do you know what I mean? Like the way she was saying it, like they both said it the same, like, yeah, trauma dump on me. And it was quite funny the way she was saying it. But the thing is, they're probably not joking. Like it probably does end up like a trauma bond. But so I'm not talking about that, but it's like when you are bonding with someone, it is quite common that you talk about the things that really hurt you. You know what I mean? And it's not quite the same as trauma bonding. There might not be too much of a difference, but trauma bonding is really when you bond over your trauma and then that's all you're bonding over and you got nothing else in common. Or like when you get in a connection through sex, it's all passion at the start and then it fizzles out and you're like, oh, you just married the fucking homewrecker. Do you know what I mean? Like, or you married the seducer, but like, you don't want to sit over your fucking Christmas dinner with them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, do you know what I mean? I'm bringing the whole to the family Christmas. Didn't work out. I picked wrong. You know what I mean? It's like, love the. So, I'm sorry. That's what this is feeling like. It's feeling like someone's like, what did I do? Oh God. Is there anything else you want to tell us, mate? Fuck me. Oh, connection. Yeah. They just keep saying it's time to build a bridge with the people that usually it's like a wee shorts I saw once last year. Last year sounds like ages ago, and it was a few weeks ago. And it's like, connection is not the same as I don't know what else, but it was something like that, and it was two guys, relationship experts or something, talking it, but whatever he said was right. It's like you can have a like a sexual attraction to somebody that can be like fleeting or even a bit more than fleeting and carries on a few months or even years and then it just boom gone, sizzled out. You're not attracted to anybody. What the fuck, like what did I even see in that person? Connection is long lasting and connection is very relevant when it comes to twin flames. That's why you've got a lot of twin flames that somebody married somebody or you both married other people, kids, blah blah blah. 20 years can pass, they're still the love of your life. You haven't seen this person 15 years, doesn't matter. You still want to rip their clothes off. This person really fucked you over, but they've went through a spiritual awakening and you think you can forgive them because they're the other half of your soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how twin flames can overcome. Fucking unbelievable. And believe me, I could dig even fucking deeper with a big fucking fork and shovel and get a lot darker than that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, especially with this astrology right now, but it's connection. You know what I mean? You can't kill connection, and that's what will kill. I don't mean literally kill, but it will get under the skin of all these words: bad reputation, girls, toxic, psycho, exit, Essex, Essex. I was. It was because they went to Essex last night too. But you know what I mean? Like all of that will get under the skin of people that are hooked and obsessed because it's like you've not got that with him. The twin flame hugs, you've not got that. You might have something else or you had something, you've not got the connection. The real connection's the twin flame. Trust, yeah. And that's where the real trust is. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. And that's why they're making me get really passionate because this is the North Node to get your comfort zone. This masculine group are going to have to really trust that the feminine is worth giving their heart to. And no fuck wonder what I've just picked up on. Sorry, but I'm just saying. Twin flame, yeah, my twin flames work. Look at how passionately I was channeling that. My twin flame is somebody I don't need to guard my heart with. But what a shame I didn't always see it like that. Even though I knew who this person was to me, I allowed other people to poison my mind. I maybe in some cases allowed other people to make me feel like they were the cycle when really I was stuck with the cycle. I see that now. That was intense. That was someone's. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. This person can't really hold back from this intensity from my throat chakra. Yeah, they allowed themselves to be like, probably lying myself again. I can never remember that bit, but it's like, I don't see you. You're not in every single thing I do. You are not the missing piece, and I don't think we're meant to be. Oh shit, I do think we're meant to be. You are my true love. I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone. away. And it's funny because the wee adverts on with the wee whatever it is, compare the market, and it was like 50 Shades of Fur instead of 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, and that's what they got. You know, they got 50 Shades of fake fur, no 50 Shades of Grey. You got fucking sold a fake deal. You picked the fake feminine over the real feminine. A divine and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. Look at how I just channeled connection. That's what I'm saying. Some of the people I'm channeling picked the superficial attraction over the deep, enduring connection. I think we're alone now. Doesn't really matter. That just came on when I finished that. Okay. Intense, but you know, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. So let's see what comes next. Right. What karmic lessons are they learning and what needs to be released? Oh God, I think we've just seen that, but what karmic lessons the feminine learning and the masculine's feminine side? I knew they were good. I knew it. Again, this is what I mean about the high priestess here thing. I saw in my third eye it was going to be that. Karmic relationship, release in the past. So for the divine feminine, male and females, you have identified the karmic relationships, however long ago in the past this was, 10, 15, 20, 30. I would say it's going to be over a year at least for the people that tune into me, but probably years. You've identified the romantic karmic relationships, you've identified the karmic friendships, you've identified the snakes in the grass, you've identified anyone shady. Because we're in the last Capricorn in business, you know, people that aren't, you know, that might stick up your ass, but they're not, you know, they've not got true intentions. Um, family, you know, all that jazz, right? You've identified the karmic relationships and you've released them, or you've set strong boundaries, right? For most of you, I feel you've just completely released them though. You've set, you know, there's a big gap between you and these people. For the masculine emotionally, some of them are releasing the karmic relationship right about fucking now and leading up to, well, Monday now, Neptune and Aries, but definitely the Neptune and Saturn in Aries conjunction around Valentine's, which is going to be very interesting. Um, Yeah, that's the thing actually. A lot of people won't survive past Valentine's, or if they do, it's quite fake with that energy too, because it is that real. It's like the illusion completely bursts because that Neptune and Pisces thing has been going on for two karmic cycles, 14 years. It's like that. Done. Um, but yeah, so that's what the feminine's released and the masculine's released or releasing. The masculine and the feminine's masculine side. Think we're alone now. Oh my God, what the hell? Right, guys, I am going to have to. I'm going to have to, at the end of this, find the thumbnail because I can't, like, sorry for laughing, but it's because I'm nervous. Oh my God. That makes perfect sense the way I've been channeling this. And exactly what I just said a minute ago. I chose the fake one over the real one. False twin flame, intense change. That is exactly what happened in this case. So, if this is your twin flame journey, whoever you are on it, your person either was genuinely mixed up between who is who, or it's like that song, they always knew who the real connection was, but had made some sort of decision, I can't handle the intensity, so I'll try and make it work with well, I don't even think it's the next best thing, guys. It's I'll just try and make it work with this person. Like I think that would be insulting, but you know what I mean. That makes so much sense. False twin flame, intense change. So, like I said, if it's genuine, someone's like, "Wow, this is not my twin flame," but I managed to sort of tell myself it was something important anyway that I could forget who my actual twin flame is. And that did not work out for this person. So either they've released that in the past, or that's their lesson they need to learn now that you're with the wrong person. Wow. But the good news is this person's coming in their own. blossoming one with self. It's better than never waking up to that. Dark night of soul. Yeah, no wonder this person's in a dark night of soul, or they've just come out of one because they settled for less. But it's like they're saying this is the making us look at no wonder I'm burping like that. Oh, this is annoying. I need to can't leave that out of the thumbnail. Let's just quickly is anyone here? I've just kind of got into this myself, so it's fine. Um, let's just find it's weird. The ones that are stalker, I mean the things that they're pulling me to as I'm trying to find. I don't even know what I'm trying to find here. My God. Wow. I'm just ignoring some of the cards they're pulling me to when I'm shuffling this is quite nuts too. It's like they're telling me the bits just to keep to myself. Um too many cards. I think it was karmic ties or bad reputation. That one. Bad karma, clout hungry thief. See, look, clout hungry thief. Remember, I kept saying this person might be a thief. Look, clout hungry thief. Obsessive lover, fug. These are all these are all together. Um, fake smiles. Yeah, keep that out. Phony trickster illusions. That's what people are going to wake up to. Bad reputation. Right, we need to decide between. That's what I was saying. Like, look, is that the same person or is that two different people? This person's got bad taste anyway. Well, it depends which way you look at it. Right. Right. It's a type. That's what I can see on those cards. They've got a type and it's fake as fuck. She's quite hot though. Bad reputation, but I mean, she couldn't be ugly. You can't give bad reputation, get it like, you know what I mean? That's what I say. The devil's got to look alluring. She's, she just looks fake. I mean, she's pretty too, but you know what I mean? She's not like, I could see she's hot, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's not about looks, but you know what I'm saying. Um, right. Always partying. Divine masculine, always partying. That's funny that's divine masculine, always partying. Massive regrets. Divination abuser. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody went to a fake psychic. Divination abuser. I said that at the start. That's crazy. Fucked up over you. Love message. Somebody's fucked up over you because they allowed like toxic people, a fake psychic, a fake media, or I don't want to say fake medium. It can be like what I said. They've went to a medium, but the medium's not told them because I've said this before, but they're guiding me to say it. Think about how many people think psychics and mediums and that are really cool and stuff, and they might have like psychic parties and media. I mean, I done one of them about 10 years ago or something. I'm never fucking doing that again. They all loved it, but I couldn't stand it. It was too intense. But the point is like if say it's like somebody that's always going to the same psychic or the same medium, like that could be a thing that they could like make it go the way for the other person. Oh, that's that I can tell what they're saying. Look, happiness hater. There's the one where it's a guy that sabotaged a union. Lots of different impersonator, which came behind the false pregnancy and bad news. That's good. That's a story too. Um, legal issues. What am I looking for here? I think I'll just use karmic ties. It was karmic ties. Oh, there it is. I've just found it. Right. So I think that gets that across. Look, false twin flame, fake smiles, bad at karmic. Like this could be different people. This could be getting involved with different people, or the same person had all these lovely qualities, and it's caused a spiritual awakening. It is like being able to see the difference between what is healthy and what isn't. And when you're stuck in the toxicity of it all, you don't give a shit. You just want to do what you want to do. You want to have fun. You're like, who cares? Who cares if like having sex with loads of people creates all these toxic ties, they drain my energy, and I end up getting really ill mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, literally. Who cares? I'm having fun. I'm partying. Let me know how you get on with that. I wouldn't advise you to carry on. But you do you, boo. Lots of people do. And that's why I was talking about not agreeing with that, the way that people are making OnlyFans be like a normal thing. And that's no normal. I don't like the word normal, but that's no normal. Like, make your money some other kind of way. Do you know what I mean? Like, or do it that if you want. But I mean, you're, like I said, I think that's a real thing. You're not going to be able to sleep at night because your skin will be crawling. Um, right. So, shadow work. What have we got for shadow work? Chalice, to me, that is about union because it's the Holy Grail. Hold space for your dreams to come true. Divine feminine in the shadows, hold space for your dreams to come true. And if whoever resonates with this, if you've managed to come through all of this, it's going to be a miracle. But like I said, that miracles do happen with these connections. Right, masculine, anchor, ground yourself in love and trust. The masculine is having to do that. They're having to ground themselves and trust that they're being guided to the right path. And, you know, put aside how fucking brutal and at tight, well, my nervous laughter and all that, it's like you would. If you were a guy that's just went through all this shit, especially if that, well, whether that's the same person that's stalking and all these words, bad reputation, or different birds, I'd imagine it would be quite hard to trust. Do you know what I'm saying? Book of Shadows, yeah. Look, you got. I can't even deal with that now. That's somebody got caught with a witch. All the answers you need, like that is like I'm not even going there. And it was in reverse. That's what this is. Like somebody was caught up with like a real nasty piece of work. And I think that's why I'm saying things. This is so interesting. That's why I'm saying things about fake psychics and fake mediums and stuff like that. I think it is something like that. Either somebody's got caught up with somebody that's psychic, but like uses it for not good, or they've got a pal that does that or something, or they're, you know, quids in with somebody like that that does black magic. And I mean, because again, I'll put some of the reviews that like none of them even touch the surface of what I clear from spells, curses, hexes from people, you know, all the time. That's what I do for people in sessions. But it's like I'm thinking of one in particular where somebody, this is anonymous, but somebody was linked to somebody that practiced all of that, but they weren't taking it that seriously. And like when this person, when I was trying to feel into what why all this bad luck was happening in their life, I was like, wait a minute, go and backtrack there, go and tell what was that person. And when the person was telling me what this other person they knew in the past was into, I was like, that's what it is. And like we cleared the energy, and then the person's apparent luck just changed. Well, it wasn't because it was luck, it was because the person was doing all this fucked up shit to them. That's real. And that's why I always make that really clear. It's like, you know, I'm very serious about that. I know all the words I like for myself and my work, and which is not one of them. So don't call me that. I won't, I'll correct you. Like I said, at a push, I could see how people would see me as a white witch or something, but I just think, why even fucking convolute? Why confuse matters? It's because to me, it's like this is, you know, when you're into that kind of witchcraft, you're playing with fire, you're doing nasty shit to people, you're sending negative energy to people's finances. People do that all the time. People do that to me all the time. And no, I need it with my fucking. I've got crazy money placements, but the thing is what I always see when people send me stuff like that, I can. It's like I transmute the energy into like more clients, so it's like, because they'll show me when people are sending me like they actually show me who's. I feel it. Yeah, your challenges are opportunities for growth. It's quite funny with what we're saying, but that's the masculine's card. Treat these situations you've been in, and I can tell they've been very painful. I think we can all tell that what I've just read. But surely the amazing thing is that you see what's what now. You can spot the hose from the housewives. Do you know what I've said? Sorry to be brutal, but that did pop in my head, so I said it. And I think for whatever reason, distorted energy you were in from other people you were around, normalizing things probably. Familiar, look, your inner guide is always with you. But I think it was just what was familiar. And I feel you've if you're the masculine group, you've stepped into your higher self and you're like, ugh, like get this person off me. Even if you've been away from them for months, it's like, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like how the feminine would feel when they can actually tune into what you're hooking up. You know what I mean? That's sorry to say it, that's what I'm feeling. Remember, this is the shadow work. Ooh. That's I'm feeling somebody going like, "Ew, how was I attracted to that? Look, I'm getting all the downloads. This is not right. Receiving cosmic intelligence. Time to forgive, heal abandonment. Look, it's the guy floating in the air. That's what I'm feeling like. This is someone in a dark night of soul that they're either in it now or they've come out of it wherever someone is, or they're yet to go into it. Because we're still in winter. A lot of people this could be what you're going to go through. That like, look, someone's floating in midair. That's what they feel like. Can't quite believe what's going on. Ground again, ground shield protect, Merkaba activation, going through a brutal spiritual awakening because they didn't take personal responsibility for their decisions and actions. Sorry, not sorry. I'm coming through hard with the Capricorn Sun. Capricorn Sun is about personal responsibility, and I just feel take responsibility in reverse. And remember, we're still in the new moon in Capricorn because it was only last night. So this is why this is quite a tough message. It's like in the shadows, because that's in reverse, someone might still be finding it quite hard to take personal responsibility for what they find themselves in or the situations they got themselves in. Stop before you go too far, before you make a fool out of love. Erasure just came on. And also, though, the lines in that are quite specific. I think it is like, wait a minute, just let me stop. Erasure. There's something about people trying to stop people being together or something. Here's the lyrics. Am I thinking of something? Maybe I'm thinking of that Crowded House one again. Hey now, don't dream it's over. That goes with the card I just pulled. But like I think they come to build a wall between us. We know that they won't win. Yeah, we'll be together again. I've been waiting for a long time. We're gonna be together again. I've been connected to the right line. Connected. That's funny with what I said. We'll be together and nobody ain't never gonna disconnect us or ever separate us or say to us, you've got to stop. Stand there where you are before you go too far, before you make a fool out of love. Don't jump before you look, get hung up on the hook before you make a fool out of love. So maybe they're trying, I'm glad I checked that. I knew it was something like that. I think maybe somebody said, like, don't go towards your divine feminine. Like, they're not going to say divine feminine. Don't go towards that person. Wait, it's not the right time. You're going to make a fool of yourself. You're going to make a dick of yourself. What are you doing? Play hard to get. They'll come after you. Bad advice from karmic saboteurs. That's what I feel. Right. As much as I love chatting to people in the chat, sometimes this is just quite fun and therapeutic to do it like this. That's when I come back on Thursday, um Pisces moon I like digging deep too, so and if I've got makeup on it'll be a fucking miracle. I'm gonna try. I usually find it quite impossible because I don't like Pisces moon, but um right. Next. What would help with inner union? I find like I always pick up the same cards. I want to use some different ones. Is this the box that I was using for? Right, I want to use them at some point, so I'll keep them there to remind me. I know, let's use these. These are hilarious. If you're sensitive, click off now, but they're quite funny. Right, so quite a funny mood. I'm gonna... Right, so let's see. What have we got for inner union for the feminine or the masculine's feminine side? Some good, oh yeah, some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. So, divine feminine, some good shit's about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. So, if you've been hurt in the past, or you feel like you were overlooked, you feel like this person chose all these fucking delightful people over you, don't let your issues fuck it up. Make sure you've worked through your shit. Some good shit's about to happen. I know they broke your heart. Fuck them. Sorry, that's hilarious. And literally, these are the ones that came out. Like, stop. Some good shit's about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. They broke your heart. Fuck them. Now, I wonder, they broke your heart. Fuck them, right? Like, let that go. Whatever, however, this person broke your heart in the past. If you've worked through forgiving them, which I feel, if this is not you, this is not your message. I feel if you're this group of divine feminines, I feel you forgave this person a long time ago for what you feel they've done. And whatever it is you don't know that they've done, I feel you would be able to forgive them as well. This person actually feels like you wouldn't be, I think, in some cases, but I feel you would be able to, because they're not the same, they're not going to be the same person. Some of them aren't the same person already, but they're not going to be the same person by the time they get to you. But it's like their past self broke your heart. Fuck them. So release their past self. That's important. And I think that can be quite hard for some twin flames to do. Whoever you knew before, let them go. Keep the happy memories, but let them go. They're not coming back the same. And remember, the card for today is Jesus. They've been reborn. But also, I think you were hurt by karmic people in whatever area of life, friends, family, lovers of the past, however long ago, and obviously this person themselves. But some good shit's about to happen to you. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Don't let the people that broke your heart stop you from getting what you deserve. Fuck them. I'm sorry, but I'm fucking loving that. And here's another Capricorn Sun message. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world, to do it. Whoever hurt you, fuck them, thank them. Don't literally fuck them. I mean, you. Sorry. I can't take it back now. It came out of my mouth. But it's kind of like, maybe put your foot in it with me saying that. But maybe you did actually do that too. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like, fuck them in the way of let them go. Like, thank them in the way of thanks for hurting me. I transmuted that pain into power. And now I'm doing my thing. And I'm going to show the world what I'm made of. You done me a favour by showing me who you really are, snakes in the grass. Right. I felt that in my head too. Masculine for inner union, but that could be the masculine's feelings too. So that could equally have resonated for them. I would imagine so with this story. I'm scared for Thursday actually. No, do you know what? This I'm not even kidding. That's why they're giving me Tuesday, Wednesday off for my wee doggy pal. She's gonna need to fucking heal me from it. I'm gonna come back this. I think Thursday's gonna be like this. Because Pisces moon is always like, holy shit, man, like it's pretty brutal because it's the 12th house hidden pain. But you'd think this was too. This is exposing shady people anyway. Pluto and Aquarius. Frenemies, enemies. That project, that person, that idea's waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Holy fuck. I mean, is that not just amazing? The feminine has some good shits about to happen, and the masculine has get after that shit. The world has your back. That project, that person, that idea's waiting. I don't need to and also it's especially for you. I want to tell you I've been feeling that way too. You get the drift. Like Jason and Kylie has just come on. Or what was her name? Charlene. especially for you. I wanna tell you I've been I was in your heart. You're still in I still feel the same. Something like that. It's like you can tell I'm really trying really hard to remember the lyrics. I like I'm gonna get to you. Nowhere, no more thinking about tomorrow. No more something, sorrow. I'm gonna give you it's on. Now we're back together. I wanna show you my heart is oh so true. Have I written a different song? And all the love I have is especially for. No, it's the same song, isn't it? Sorry. Anyway, right, what else? What? You do you. Yeah, masculine, you do you. Stop trying to fucking be your stop trying to be like your toxic pals, they're sabotaging you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Yeah. And also don't try and drag them along for the ride. People change when they want to change. You know what I mean? I said toxic pals because we're in Aquarius and it's friendship, and I do think that's the case for some. You're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. Just to clarify what I said there. So I do think some people followed followed the path of toxic friends and found themselves at a dead end. And now you might be needing to hype yourself up because then they just pulled me to look at this. Believe in yourself, you can do it, be yourself. You found out who you really are, not who people want you to be. Life is a series of choices, choose love. Oh my God. Right, okay, what else? I think it's a dramatic part where they find each other now. Now we're back together. He's got loads of makeup on there. Together, I want to show you my heart is but true. What are some possible soul retrievals people need? So if you've never seen this bit, this is where I just pick up on 3 different people that might need a session with me. My sessions are nothing like this drama. This just mixes up, makes it, well, it's not interesting, something that's really fucking boring. This has been what it is, But and if you're new around here as well, I don't do this every month. What I tend to intuitively feel like doing is I will end these at Libra. So we're quite a few signs away. And I'll leave it for a month and then I'll pick it back up again at Scorpio. So it means that for the next month when I get to Libra, I will probably well actually I think that is I might start that. I think I'll start that from before. What was working out last night is like I just think I should do lives from now on because nobody watches my other stuff. Like it's always been like pulling teeth, but for fuck's sake, some of them are like ridiculously low. And my views are picking up for a while. Like some of the shorts had went viral and stuff. That sounds really dramatic. They were over 1,000, but they were consistently being over 1,000. And like that slowed down again now too. And it's just kind of like, well, for God's sake, like I don't like I said, it's always like pulling teeth, but um like there's no point in me doing like videos when like hardly anyone's watching them. So there is a point because, like I said, I actually get some of these. Sometimes when a video's only got 10 views, it was somebody's actual story, and I get a booking from it. So there is a point. So I've just maybe reasoned with myself there, but I think where possible, it's just going to be better to go live. So usually, what I've done the last few years, I don't know if I've done it. Definitely done it last year. Maybe didn't do it a year before, but I think I'm gonna I'll go live like every week. So like Monday to Friday. Kind of like my lunchtime, especially because I'm getting up early just now. So there might not be anybody for a while, and then but sometimes there is. So anyway, we'll just I don't know when I'll start that from, but maybe quite soon. So anyway, what's something someone might need out there? And like I said, the things I help people with in sessions are nothing like all this drama. I'm not going to say never, but rarely. I'd say 1 out of 10 sessions I have with people might be touching on this twin flame stuff, right? Like as in talking about. I'll tell you the sessions that are about. Oh, my twin flame this, my twin flame that. The first one, because that is the session that allow that you tell me your twin flame story. That's when I'll hear all of this. The other sessions after that are about empowering you and your soul and your journey and stuff. So yeah, assertiveness, and this is what I help people with the most. Have the confidence to say what you believe. So yeah, you might be one of the masculines that resonated with this. It might have taken you quite a lot of courage to stand and like stand up to and speak your voice to the karmic people around you, whether it be friends, family, or lovers, or And then it was quite funny on that video. It flashed up Survivor. Oh, because the band's called Survivor. But I mean, see how it fits with this. I'm a survivor. But it's a rock band. Trust. Oh, that's interesting. That fits with the whole thing. That usually happens. So trust in the verse, yeah. So like I said, the masculine that I've picked up in the strongest in this is guarded with their heart because they've been hurt. In love, definitely, but in lots of areas of life. Could have had quite a few betrayals coming from different places. Um, like quite a few snakes in the grass. Maybe that's maybe what it is. Because we've got snake that's come out in the shorts so much, that was the extra shorts that I done for today, which felt like that meant it was a big warning. This could be a toxic friendship group, and that's why there's different girls on the cards. So it doesn't mean this is like a romantic. I mean, it can be that too, but it's like a bit of a, becomes a bit of a like bullying situation, really, or gang. I don't know. There's something with that. So trust, friendship group that's turned on someone. That's what it feels like. Like, oh yeah, yeah, we're all friends, we're all best friends until you disagree with a narcissist, and now we're all going to fucking gang up on you. That's how it goes. Um, Trust your feelings and listen to the voice within. Yeah. So I think yeah, if unfortunately if that resonates, I could help you in a session, to heal the pain from however you've been energetically attacked and whatever you've went through and get your power back. To give a different spin on it, it reminds me that I don't know how I got from this to that, but there was a woman I helped once who was in a management position and she was being bullied at work. And because it was in the pandemic days, it was on Zoom. A lot of people work on Zoom now anyway, but like, and what we done in the session was a soul retrieval and with the help of her power animal. And long story short, the next time she went on a Zoom, the people all like they didn't act the same. Like they suddenly had respect for her. So that's how real it is. But you see how that could fit with a friendship group or family that are disrespecting you. You know what I mean? Don't think this stuff isn't real. Very real. And then I know what I'll do because this has been quite heavy. I will put the reviews that were very similar about unfortunately narcissistic exes because we've got one of our lovely soul fan members who listened to my shamanic journey, which is free by the way. It's on the playlist. There's a few of them, and her review speaks volumes that she was around her narcissistic ex and she could be in the same place as him. I think it was a football game. And although it was him and not just him, it was his family. So, it's like a fucking, that's what I'm saying, it's like a gang. This feels similar. Their energy couldn't touch her because she'd watched my shamanic journey and it had cleared her energy. She describes it as like it felt like glue being lifted off her. That was my intention in the journey to clear the energy. And yeah, she was like, it's weird because I think nothing had changed with how they are, but it wasn't affecting me. So, and that's why I put them out there. Now, you could be getting texts or calls coming out of the blue because I thought I'd silenced my phone. No, it's a big deal. I don't even know if you hear it, but I just got a text. Um, and in fact, I think I'll need to reply to that. Hang on. Just checking about my wee doggy pal. Right, so what have we got for a third one? Sweetness. Smell the sweetness in your life. Yeah, I think, for both people, if you, well, that's quite funny. It's, wait a minute, what is it? Sorry, my nose is really itchy. That's the guy out of Labyrinth. The song is called David Bowie Underground. I don't even know what that song is, but it's everything on Labyrinth. And that's really funny because my dad's texting me. My dad looked like David Bowie in the 80s. That's quite a funny synchronicity. But yeah, I think life's about to get a lot sweeter, and I feel you deserve it if you've went through this. It's like I would say, whoever the fucking hell resonates with this, you had like a really rough ride. Like, I don't think a lot of this was fun. I feel like somebody's like got seduced into something by the ways we know how that happens. And then you're quickly like, holy fucking shit, like none of this was worth it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's kind of giving Prince Eric and Ursula vibes, except Prince Eric doesn't wake up from the illusion, the spell, the glamour magic to see that it is the sea witch. It's like he still sees her as the, because I always say that, but in the Little Mermaid, she looks quite nice, When the sea witch turns into the bride, she does look quite nice. And then, of course, she turns into Ursula, and it's like, oh my god, that's kind of giving that vibe. So I think some of these people could have married these people. Not everyone, but it's something like that. There's some for a fact, and like I said that before, but I can think there is some for a fact. Like I know from some people I've helped in the past over the years. It's really fucking scary because I've done this for 11 years. Like it's so weird how many synchronicities there are. Like I had that even just last week. Some of the synchronicities of like I've had some people where they've done the same degrees as me. They've followed the same like some people have followed the same. It's weird. Like so many synchronicity. And then there's even weird, confusing ones where it's like I could be speaking to a woman and they're always the masculine energy, whoever I'm talking to, but they've still done the same stuff as me. And that's how I'm saying like nobody else is able to break down the twin flame journey like I do in that way, because that is unique to me. I've never ever seen anybody else that attracts like I do that collective of people where I'm the divine feminine, but I attract all the divine masculine women and a few divine masculine men, and I attract men that are divine feminine too. I rarely attract the divine feminines that are the females. So fucking weird. Like, and if I do, they don't talk. So that's why I always say, like, I'm actually, this is where I always say the same thing. I do know there are a few, but I don't know that they watch all the time or at all. It's just something I can think of from a few years ago. Depends how busy yeah. Okay, there is a few actually. There is a few that will do the same as it that I'm on the radar. Now whether they yeah, but right, anyway, moving on. Right, so unique. But that's because my soul likes to be different. I don't like to be the same as anyone else. And it's quite because it's unique to me. Try fucking see somebody else explaining that simply. I can't even explain it simply, and it's my fucking riddle that I worked out. It's just cool because you see in the chat that it's not shit. People can't, they just can't deny the fact that they are the divine masculine. Like they're the logical, analytical ones. They've got caught up with a narcissist at some point, or a toxic person, or listen to toxic friends or family, or And that, like I said, the feminines have went through a lot of this too, but not all of it, and it's usually not as I can't really, yeah, you can't compare it because it's different. So it's hard to explain. That's why I do it case by case. I do it as well as I can in public, and I think I do it. It's complicated, so I think I do a good job, to be honest. And but in personal sessions, you'll be gobsmacked because, like I said, one of the ones I had not long ago, that was the first time I'd met that woman, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like there was a definite connection with me doing the fasting for the week and praying for people to break free of situations. And that person was like, oh my God, like, and I was like, wait a minute, when did you find me? And when did you stop that? And it was like the minute it was like the same time frame of when she found the channel. she unexplainably just stopped like something in her life. And it's like, you know, because for some people it's like, yeah, breaking away from someone, or you know, you can't see me get out of this karmic cycle. And she was like, there was no way to explain it. And so I was like, look, who knows? But I said I was doing this at that time, and she was like, oh my god, we both knew. It was like, but that's because it's like that person's meant to be part of our soul family. So if any of you had, if you noticed a correlation between suddenly giving up something or an addiction, or it doesn't need to be an addiction, it could be a bad habit, or and you're like, God, I can't really explain that, but I just woke up one day and it was done. If you're part of this, especially if you don't need to know me really well, because that person hasn't met me yet. Everything's happening at the same past, present, future. It's all timeless, you know what I mean? And it's happening simultaneously. It's hard to explain, but it's really amazing when that happens. Right, okay. So anyway, because my throat's getting a bit sore and we need to, oh, it does mean I'll be doing mediumship Monday 8. I thought that might happen. What have we got? What do we need to know about the new earth? The new earth message. I normally do at the end, but the new earth frequency. Tell us something nice about this union that's going to come about after both people have went through hell, because we saw that the masculine has been dragged through hell by money grabbers, gold diggers, users, abusers. Have I missed anything out? That's what it feels like they were. Karmic snakes. Um, the feminine's been dragged along for the ride. And you've probably had a few fake people of your own to deal with as well. Home. So now you just want to be with who feels like home, but also feel this could be somebody coming to your home. An exciting change in home or lifestyle bring positive improvements and new energy. And notice I was asking about the new earth frequency. So when you're in that higher timeline, what you're bringing about is a change in occupants in your home. For Your Eyes Only just came on. That's James Bond, isn't it? Do, do, do. I think it's something like that. So it's like somebody's doing a bit of a James Bond, moving in silence to get to you. So that's what fits with this, isn't it? Sacred self, you are powerful. Live your life from a place of fullness and honor your perfect wholeness. That's the masculine's card. You are powerful. You're good enough now. And you're a way changer. You're a liberating force here to inspire and change and challenge the system. What I always say about this is like, you know, so I'm a way sure. That's why I go through things years in advance to other people, sometimes a decade. Sometimes it's just months, sometimes weeks, sometimes days, you know what I mean? But it's like I say all the time, if you're new, I do get the big collective messages I've noticed, sometimes months, sometimes weeks before I notice a big wave of people getting it, which can be really annoying when we're a small channel and it's like, and then you see some of these bigger channels claiming people are copying them, and it's like, well, how'd you get that? I put that message out a month ago. I'm no fucking saying anyone's copying me. Do you know what I mean? But if anyone was gonna, it's like, but I just think it gets a bit ridiculous because it's like we're tapping into collective energy, so we are going to say a lot of the same things. And then also, if you're in the same wave, I've noticed people in the same wave. We fucking we use the same words and everything, and I can tell it's not people copying each other. We're getting the same downloads. It's weird, but it is a real thing. And then you've got, to just confuse matters even more, you actually have got people that watch people that are really on the Twinflame journey that do copy them. So you got to know what's what. But hence false Twinflame in this. So yeah, but you're here to challenge the system. I always say that the masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, you're like an undercover light worker. Don't like the word light worker, but you're an undercover light worker, an undercover light warrior. You could be in an everyday job, but you know that you're like changing the frequency just by being there, or creating a, you know, change that needs to be there. Um, you're situated where you're situated for a reason, kind of thing. But now it's time to move on. You've done your job in the matrix. You've been in the toxic relationships. You've been in the toxic friendships. You've been the scapegoat, the black sheep of the family. You've taken on everybody's crap. You know, you're sick of your 10 of wands. Is that Top Gun again? It fucking is. And it's funny because it's the Top Gun anthem. It's like, I think it's because it's sorry, I'm watching me on the delayed, and that's quite funny. Um Remember, this is how someone's best friend came through again, because they showed me Goose and Maverick. So this could be, because we're less than half an hour away from Mediumship Monday, I could be picking up on someone's best friend. Um, Moving on, step up with courage into a new phase of life. Look back only to see how far you've come. Well, holy crap, that is good for this one. Look how far this group of men have come, because I do feel I was dealing with men that were dealing with toxic women. If you are a woman that dealt with a toxic man and you can make sense of it, then take that where it resonates. If you're same sex, take it where it resonates. But it came out who it came out. You've got a new vision for your life. Your view of the world is changing. Look beyond the illusion, the Maya. This world is an illusion to see the most spectacular views. You're not meant to stay stuck in that karmic cycle forever. It's a little bit like what I said about Love Island, Helen on Love Island. Like, you're not meant to come on and do the same thing, Hen. Stop saying that you're not deep in it. How about you just fucking be who you really are and let somebody fall in love for it? Because I think she's a really lovely girl, just being who she is. But I don't think that girl knows who she is. And that's what's quite sad, because that's like a lot of people in the world, man or woman. She needs therapy. But she's going through a Saturn return, so she's likely to realise that, probably after another round of fucking Love Island. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. Oh my god, you look like a shit show. Do you know what I mean? That came in at the right time. Um, right, so the love message, the masculine has clarity on who their twin flame is after being caught up with a false twin flame or a karmic partner. Like I said, for some people, they know it wasn't the same connection, whether you want to call it a twin flame or not. It was an illusion. Fucking hell. Didn't even need to shuffle. Zoom in. Yeah, look, they had a closer look and it's like, shit, this is not what I thought it was. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. Fuck's sake, that would be great on the thumbnail too. Ah. Hello, Connor. How, Connor, you always arrive when I'm leaving, but stay because I'm doing mediumship Monday after. And how are you doing? Right, so what's coming about for the people that resonated with this? Have you just arrived now? Because I think you would have got a good laugh if you'd watched this. Yes, I've been starting early because I wake up early. Like I wake up at like I wake up from it. Well, I was waking up at like 5, 6 in the morning. Now it's got a bit better, and I wake up at like 7 or 8. And today actually I tried to sleep in, and then I felt like shit when I got up, which wasn't even still that late. I'm not doing that the other days, but um, yeah. Basically, I wake up early and I actually get up, so I have to start these because sometimes I'm ready to go to sleep like at 9:30. It's not going to be as time as the next few weeks. It won't be that way. As the next few weeks gone, it won't be that way because Love Island's on. So I want to watch Love Island. But you know, some of the days where I'm really tired, I'll just watch it the next day. See, I'm starting to see what I mean. I'm starting to not be able to talk properly. That's when I'm like giving up. Right. Tell us something nice that's going to happen. The masculine has clarity about an illusion. And they know where they want to be. And this is a nice one because it looks like a wedding because she's wearing a wedding. Well, it is a wedding because she's wearing a wedding dress and he's wearing a suit. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close. Well, that's quite interesting because remember I said at one point my heart was beating fast. Like I felt the person's energy. That's got. Was that in this or was it in a shorts? No, it must have been in this. Yeah. So somebody's heart's racing at the thought of seeing you again and starting this new journey with you. There's the Jesus energy again. Look, Dove, your spiritual journey is beginning. This is like a really intense spiritual awakening that I'm channeling for this group of masculines. It's like, seriously, it's like, it's quite a lot. Waking up to toxic love and true love. What's an illusion? What this is so, I was about to say so amazing, but that doesn't feel appropriate. It's amazing because it's exactly what I channeled months ago about Neptune and Saturn and Aries. It is the people waking up from the spell. It is the bubble bursting, the illusion bursting. Kind of nuts. I've never seen that film. Has anyone seen that with Richard Gere and Love lifts us up where we belong. Because there's a famous bit where like he comes in and picks her up and takes her out, eh? But I've never seen it. I've, I've just seen the clip. He looks so young. Deeply. Look deeply within to discover your sole purpose in your relationship. Yeah, this masculine group have done that. They've been looking very deeply at everything. And when we take it right back to the beginning card, someone's been releasing, reclaiming their own energy, clearing their energy, activating their higher chakras, and they're making my eyes home in on a wee chakra thing over there. One of my pals was admiring it when she was up the other week there. It's like it's an incense burner and it's got all the chakra stones. And they're awakened to the twin flame journey. Religious factors, that's my twin flame card. Your love life has been influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. But look, your spiritual journey's beginning, and then we get that. That is the twin flame card to me. You arrived right when you're meant to. Worth waiting for. And see, that's because me saying that to you is for all the masculines that resonate. You arrived right when you're meant to. So for the divine feminines, your divine masculine arrives right when they're meant to. You might have think they're meant to have arrived ages ago, or you whatever the deal is, but it's like they've awakened right when they were meant to. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And there's the fuck my life guy, spiritual awakening guy. Exactly. Some people are in it now, or that's what they've just come out of. What in the fuck was I caught up in? Drop me out. Why did I pick all these toxic women? Oh, because I was in a toxic cycle. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. He really is like, fucking hell. Do you know what, actually? Sorry. Like, I'm not being funny. That would be quite a good thumbnail if it was him with the bad reputation girl. Like, why did I fall for good looks? Because she was a devil behind it. It's not always the way, but that's the way in this story. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And I think that's just tying back to this person. It's like what I've channeled before. This person, like, because you're their true twin flame, you scared them because it's like it's mirroring back everything that they're scared to be. So they don't want a reminder of that when they're in that energy. And then when they wake up, it's like, oh my God, can't get enough of that. And what have I done? What if I can't get it back? This could be the one engagement. Yeah, some of these people have went through such an intense spiritual awakening. They're really serious when they come back. It doesn't need to be literal, but it can be for some. Oh my God, shit, actually. Remember when that's quite funny. That is so amazing. They always use it. I always pick up on, not always, but every now and again, I pick up on engagements in Aquarius because it surprises. Yeah, your love life's ascending to a higher level of commitment. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner. You see, this is somebody that's like, I already knew this person was the one when I met them. And then I went completely to sleep on it because it freaked me out. And I decided to go on a ride from hell because that was what I signed up for. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And I can feel my soul is now being pulled back to that person. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. This person is going to come in flirting. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. They're calling you in. You're calling them in. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This feels like the last thing before you go to sleep at night. The last thing you're both thinking of is each other. Oh, that's so clever. And then because I watched the end of Look Who's Talking Now, which is, where the dogs start talking, that there's a scene in that where, oh, actually, yeah. So in that, I totally forgot because I hadn't watched it for years. Like the boss takes a wee fancy to him, and like, so he's a pilot, so he's flying over the world, and she's like basically trying to seduce him. And it's Christmas, and she unplugs the phones in that, so he can't um get in touch with his wife and his kids and stuff, which is quite brutal. And then he starts to think, wait a minute, you're trying it on with me. We're locked in a cabin in the snow, and you're trying to sexy dance and all this kind of stuff. And then he tries to say like, what's going on here? And she's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. Do you think And then he's like, oh yeah, I thought that. Yeah, you're not going to like me. She starts gaslighting him, but that is what she's doing. And then he works out. He's like, no, wait a minute, you are coming on to me. And then it's quite clever how they do it all. But obviously, so in symbolic in this, that would be somebody that was, well, seducing the masculine. Um, and also, though, there's a scene though where she's having like, his wife is having a dream about him, and he's having a dream about her. It's really a nightmare, because in her nightmare, it's the boss trying to seduce him, which she's not wrong, because that was what she was trying to do. So that's like that's like their way of saying you're not wrong. If you're a feminine and you sense something's going on, you might not be too far away from the truth of it. Like, no matter how crazy it is, you might be quite spot on with what you're feeling. Um, and in his nightmare, she's getting it on with the guy from the other films, like the older guy that's the biological dad. Uh, and then their dreams meet up together, and then they throw away the people and they're together. So I knew it was like they were telling me it's like divine femme, divine masculine, having nightmares that someone's going to take your person away from you, or that if yeah, you know what I mean. That it's like if that's already fucking happened, that you're like, oh well, that they've chose the karmic. That's it. You know what I mean? It's like the karmic person. I don't like saying karmic full stop, because we're all karmic in someone's like, but it's kind of like, um, and then they're like, I like in the dream, because it's like, what are we doing? I don't want him, and then he's like, I don't want her. She might want me. I don't want her. And he's like, I don't want him, and actually, I don't think he wants me. You know what I mean? And then they meet up. Their dreams meet up together, and it's just such a clever way of like, that's like twin flames as well. Like, and then like I said, like I didn't elaborate, but I did. There's a dream I had, and it was really detailed just last week, and I didn't want to wake up from it, and I was in this dream for ages, and it was didn't really make a lot of sense, but it was nice for once. It's a bit confusing as well, but it was like, it was more nice than not. And believe me, my dreams aren't always like that when it comes to twin flame journey. But anyway, you deserve love. You're lovable. I think this is a journey of a masculine loving themselves and feeling worthy of what it is they really deserve, rather than settling for toxic marriages, toxic relationships, toxic unions, karmic people, marriage in reverse. You deserve love. You're lovable. Yes, this is your soulmate, but this person already knew that. Let go of how it all unfolds. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. Temptation in reverse, I think we know what that means. This person's recognized these were toxic temptations that, yes, I fell for. I learned from it. I now recognize the divine and the signs and the miracles, everything that's leading me back to union. Fuck. I mean, this is just annoying because now I want that for the thumbnail, but I really can't be arsed. I kind of can be arsed though. It's like, now I could read what you've been saying, Connor, but wait a minute. Oh, yeah, good. They're still in the top. This is a bit too many cards, so. Oh no, I forgot what we were, right. False twin flame. Oh, even that, look, crystal clear vision beyond illusion are right beside each other when I'm trying to find, where is it? Just arrived at resonating hard. It's the famous old quote, "A wizard is never late." You, I don't know if I've ever heard that. You have great ability to explain complicated and elaborate subjects in simple, digestible words, a sign of high intelligence. Thank you very much, Connor. I can explain that by my astrology, actually. I have my Mercury very close to my sun, which is a sign of somebody that is very good with their words. So if anyone else has that, um, God, where look, I mean, this is a bit of a joke. The false twin flame card has went missing. Is this the false people that hide in these? Where's it went? Have the hell? I don't know. Is it worth it? I mean, do people just find out that you maybe do we put union in the thumbnail or do we just leave it how it is? Nah, I think we do because the title's quite good as it is. Mm. Like it's part of the story. This person went for all the toxic birds before they found the. I wouldn't say found before they woke up to what the real one was. Like, oh, that's weird. Why is that card not here? It's a bit weird. Am I just doing it too fast? It's not there. My nails are so long, like I really need to cut them. I just like seeing how long I can go before it cracks me up. Right. But you can't open jars and shit like that, you know what I mean? Or then when you try to do it, you break your nail and it's just right. It's not here. What is going on? There it is. Oh my god, that was hiding behind Divine Feminine. And it's in reverse. Look, that is what it is. This will make sense to whoever it's for. Someone was caught up with a karmic feminine that could have been claiming they were the twin flame, or I'm your soulmate. Like that, twin flames are a load of shit. I'm the person you're meant to be with. I'm your soulmate. Intense change, divine feminine reverse. That's what it is. Right. Um, Quite a bit of cards, but let's see. Connor, you'll be honest with me, right? Because I think these cards with the big words are good because you can actually see what they say. But let's see if this would make sense. And you see, if you're saying this is resonating, that can be for other people to wonder and me to even wonder. But because I know you, I could, you know what I mean? If this resonates for even long in the past, it could. But you know what I mean? It's like being involved with these toxic women and tying yourself up with karmic people has awakened you, like has been part of your spiritual awakening. I'm not talking about you personally, but you might resonate the way I'm saying it. And it's going to lead you to the real union. You know what I mean? If it hasn't already. It's quite a lot of cards, but let's see. Do I need to put the guy with the union bit, maybe? Is that in the shot? False twin flame, karmic fake smiles. You can't see bad reputation, but the picture says it all. She's like, I've got a bad reputation. I've got a fag in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? It's, um, I'm sure it's not as innocent as that either, but um, you have great, yeah, I read that bit. Reminds me of the saying, the Buddha must come down from the mountain. No point having all the knowledge if you can't share it. Exactly. Which is why us people need to come out of hermit mode at some point. Um, what do we think before I put them back? Is that going to be all right, or should I fake smiles? False twin flame, karmic eyes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Right, okay. That's quite hard to hold, but do that. And then this guy reunion. There we go. What about that? Like basically getting across this, all these guys had to go through this to wake up to what? To their own self-worth, to then recognize what is real and what isn't. Is that in the shot? Oh no, he's not in the shot. That's so annoying when I do that. It's like, where is it? Is it here? It's like the thumbnail's given. It's been a rough ride, but I'm awake now. Wait a minute, is that false twin flame, bad reputation? Oh no, no. Oh no, I came away a bit quickly there. Remember how I done that. That would have been all right if I just fucking stayed still. God damn it. Someone has awakened to union. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to change the title. Oh no, don't you start. What song is it though? I Miss You. Blink. It's hilarious. Blink 182. I miss you. Just interrupted. Actually, yeah, do you know what? That would have been. Look at that. I was actually. Oh my God, I'm fucking. I can't be arsed. That's it. That that was all right, and then the fucking song went off. That's interruptions anyway. Whatever. I'll be annoyed when I watch this if I didn't hold that for long enough. But when it ends in union, I'm always happy. So, boom. Right now, let's do mediumship Monday. And oh my God, I think it's oh my God, it's bang on time. God, I didn't even mean that. That just shows you how seriously they take my intentions because I was loosely thinking, right, I'm starting it no later than 8. Long nails coming in clutch for the thumbnail. Yeah, I know. It's like, do you know what's quite funny, right? I bet you know how I usually always have red nails, like majority of the time. And then every now and again, I'll get this wee, I'm just like, I want a wee change, right? And Aquarius season tomorrow is about the change. And um, and then I saw it was Blue Monday, and I thought that's hilarious because I'd already decided I was going to wear blue because I'd painted my nails, and I was like Blue Monday. But like I said, it ain't a Blue Monday around here because blue's my favourite. So that's why I never titled the thing again, Healing the January Blues Corner, because it's like not the cheeriest of titles, but it was good at the time, wasn't it? Right, let's do some mediumship Monday. So I need to go in 55 minutes because then that will give me 5 minutes before Love Island starting. Technically, it's kind of good when I watch it a bit later because it's then I can fast forward the adverts. But and like I said, I might get the thing is I know I won't be tired because the problem is see when I'm doing these, it's this might knock me out of my routine because I even felt like sleeping in it was doing that a bit. That's what I said to my mum. Like, I'm really loving getting up early and going to bed early, but I don't know how long that's going to last. That's weird. The song from Jesus Christ Superstars on, and the card for today was Jesus and enlightened masculine. um, Connor, did you see my little look at this? It's like a little, no offense, mum, but you know what I'm saying. Look, it's a little tacky. It's like a little, color changing angel that my mum got me. So appropriate for mediumship Monday. In fact, I might hold that up for the thing. Right, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to come back. So I hope that this. Well, do I? I was going to say I hope this resonated with someone. I hope whoever this story happened to, I hope it finds them and gives them the clarity they need. And my God, you're going to deserve the union when you get it. Both people, all the people that resonate. And we send healing prayers out to the karmic energies too, because looks like they're doing some serious stalking, basically. And that ain't healthy. Right. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to come back. So I'll see you in a minute if you're joining me. And book a session if you need one, people. Oh, look,